grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Shh, sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is the Ashley Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 304-927-2175.
Erie Insurance.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board-Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board-Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board-Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board-Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board-Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. A good night's sleep is essential for everyone, especially children. Medical and dental professionals encourage parents to pay attention to how your child breathes while asleep and awake. Breathing should be silent and through the nose. Early detection and treatment of poor breathing conditions in children can be crucial in preventing medical and dental developmental complications. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's 304-927-2775.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157. DW Excavating LLC, located in Spencer, West Virginia, is a locally owned and operated business proudly serving Roane and the surrounding counties. DW Excavating has all the equipment to meet your dirt work needs, including dozers, skid steers, excavators, and a dump truck. We specialize in driveway and road construction, culvert repair and installation, property clearing, utility line installation and repair, and much, much more. Call us at 304-532-2968 or find us on Facebook at DW Excavating LLC. Don't delay, call us today to schedule your next project. DW Excavating LLC is a proud sponsor of Roane County Raider football. Go Raiders! Let Dye & Williams Insurance at 217 Church Street in Spencer help you with the coverage you need. Homeowners, farm owners, vacant home, mobile home, motorcycle, farm equipment, and ATV. If you have a business, we can help you there also. Whatever your insurance needs, let Dye & Williams find you the best coverage. Dye & Williams, 217 Church Street next to the courthouse. Call 304-927-5656 or email us at dyeandwilliams@suddenlinkmail.com. Serving Spencer and Roane County for over 60 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
This is Gabby Bowen, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Have you ever been told by a doctor, nurse, or other healthcare professional that you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension? Uncontrolled high blood pressure raises the risk for heart disease and stroke, which are leading causes of death in the United States. Fortunately, high blood pressure is treatable and preventable. Here at Roane County Family Healthcare, we have developed a program for our patients that incorporates one-on-one consultations, individualized care plans, education, monthly calls, and more. By participating in our services, you also receive your own free blood pressure monitor. Yes, a free monitor, so that you can closely monitor your progress. So are you ready to take the step towards healthier goals? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your hypertension. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Visit the Garden Fresh Market in downtown Spencer. We stock fresh produce arriving daily. Let us create meat and cheese trays or veggie and fruit trays for your next event. Our kitchen is open daily, eat in or carry out, Monday through Saturday, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with daily specials available. We also sell fresh flower arrangements at Taylor's Floral. The Garden Fresh Market. Give us a call at 304-927-5109 or stop in and see us at 229 Ripley Road in downtown Spencer. And let's go Raiders!
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
Your local Gravely dealer is Richard's Lawn and Garden, located at 130 Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia. Phone number 304-927-4580. Be sure to visit our showroom across the street right beside the T-Mobile building.
Did you know Hardman's is now stocking Trex decking? That's right. You don't have to worry with staining your deck anymore with Trex decking. We have 3 colors in stock to choose from, so you can buy it today and install it tomorrow. Ask about special financing options and enjoy your new deck all summer long. Looking to beat the heat and upgrade the inside of your home this summer? Call Rachel in Ripley or Tracy in Spencer about new carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl flooring. Many of these options are in stock and ready for you to take home today. Maybe you want to out your new favorite color or have us color match to the one you just can't live without. Our Best Look Paint and Primer in One is your only choice for superior quality at an affordable price. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Is your grass already growing so fast it looks like a hayfield? Then you need to go see the professionals at Hildreth Supply. Hildreth Supply has all the Husqvarna equipment you need to tame that out-of-control yard. How about the Husqvarna riding lawnmower, model number YTH 18542, priced at $22,1875. Husqvarna trimmer, model number 329L for $249.99, or model number 130L for $265.94, and many more. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road. We're the largest flooring warehouse in town, and it's fully stocked with the latest trends in floor covering. All first quality with fair pricing, great values, and professional installation. Stop by or call today, 304-927-8082, or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Looking for an affordable new Ford? Look no further than Jack Garrett Ford, where affordable Fords are a foregone conclusion. Check out the new EcoSport 4-wheel drive Titaniums, Explorer XLT 4-wheel drive, F-150 Lariat 4x4 with 3.5 EcoBoost, all at affordable prices while they last at Jack Garrett Ford. And of course, quality affordable late model used vehicles. Hurry, Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. The name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk. I'm a lifelong resident of Roane County and a 2001 graduate of Roane County High School. I've spent the last 18 years working in service of the public at Roane General Hospital and the last 10 years helping to cover youth sports here on WVRC. I've had the privilege of watching my father for the last 24 years, and I understand firsthand the amount of time and dedication it takes to be a successful county clerk. It's about the people knowing that when they walk through the door, they will be treated fairly and with respect, no matter the situation. The county clerk should always be the face of the office and not just a name on the door. If elected, I promise to continue with the same standards of hard work and service to the people of Roane County and the surrounding communities that you've all come to know and expect. Thank you for your support in the upcoming election. Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk.
Paid for by the candidate.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big, any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, Quarter Pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you. McIntosh Hardware, Furniture, and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, and McIntosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Bilt, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. McIntosh Hardware and Appliance, 204 Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 8 of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. It is nearly unfathomable to realize that entering this Friday night of football, just 4 weeks remain in the 2022 regular season. And as we enter this 8th week, the playoff picture in all 3 classes is slowly beginning to take some shape. However, even with many teams already mathematically eliminated from postseason contention, the opportunities for some teams to make a move into the Final 16 and the opportunity for teams within the rankings to move up or down are still available. For the final 4 weeks, so much rides on each and every Friday night from here to week 11. It is also impressive that, to this point in the season, still 12 teams have navigated the year unscathed. In Class AAA, there are none left without at least one blemish. In Class Single A, a full 9 teams are still perfect. That leaves just 3 teams out of Class AA, Scott, Independence, and Roane County as the last remaining undefeateds entering tonight. The target grows ever larger on the backs of these 3 teams. As the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Although the Roane County Raiders experienced unprecedented success in 2010, 2011, and most recently 2021, none of those teams achieved what the 2022 edition of the Raiders has to this point. 6-0, undefeated into Week 8 of the regular season, a number 2 ranking in the state. However, while these achievements are all very exciting for fans of the program, the coaches and the players in the locker room tonight must continue to approach tonight's contest just as they have in each of the previous weeks, with the understanding that they are a far cry from their larger goals. They understand that much remains on their quest, and so the message stays consistent. Stay humble, stay hungry, and work to be 1-0 this week. That message has carried the Raiders to new heights, and they continue to believe it can take them even further. However, another opponent awaits the Raiders tonight, looking to be the first team to knock off Roane County. That is more than enough motivation for any team to carry into a game. And the Braxton County Eagles are just one more reminder that a team backed into a corner can be a very dangerous opponent for any program who wears the weight of the crown. The Eagles could also be even more dangerous to anyone who views their 1-4 record as a foregone conclusion of a Raider victory. 3 of the 5 Braxton losses were by a single touchdown, and all 5 losses have come at the hands of top 16 teams in Class AA. The overall record of these teams is 20-10. With an incredibly strong schedule of opponents to date, the Eagles will be far from frightened of the Raiders, especially on Braxton's home field. So the answer to each of these potential problems is very simple for Roane County, and at this point, incredibly redundant. Stay humble, stay hungry, and fight. Can it really be that easy? As 7 o'clock kickoff fast approaches here in Flatwoods, West Virginia, we will soon find out. Roane County, say it with me, it's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football. Live from Braxton County High School, Raider football is once again on the air. From Reedy to Walton, Newton to Spencer, and all points in between, we welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's coverage of your Roane County Raiders. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Flatwoods, West Virginia, as we approach 7 o'clock and the opening kick here tonight, featuring the Roane County Raiders at 6-0, undefeated and ranked number 2 in Class AA, and the 1-5 Braxton County Eagles looking for win number 2 on the season. Andrew Miller alongside my partners John Penna, Matt White, Katie Nutter, and Joe McDonald from A&N Digital Technologies. George Allen is our studio technician back at WVRC Control. As the sun sets behind the hills here in Flatwoods, we finally get a good look of this facility here, and we have an opportunity right now, John, for Roane County to continue to roll the way they have each and every game this year. And again, the message is redundant, but it's the exact message that these young men are receiving each and every Friday night. It's to stay humble, stay hungry, don't overlook anybody, and just work your butts off. And then when you do that during the week, here what we're seeing is a good result so far.
Yeah, last year we kind of came up with this saying, TCB, right? Take care of business. And this group of young men, they've kind of figured that out. They are still hungry, Drew. They are still looking to break records this season to add to what they did last year and to carry over onto this year. These guys are focused, and when we talk about being 1-0, it is being 1-0. We don't look past anybody. we come in with the mindset every week that we are going to be the best that we can be at what we're set out here to do. And this team is playing confident, but they play confident because they approach practice and they approach their film study the way that it's supposed to be done.
You know, do the things you do best is what the people always say. And for Roane County, obviously, the ground game is what our MO is, first and second. We do have the ability to throw the football when necessary or when needed. Jacob Greathouse, the freshman quarterback this year, he has not been asked to do a bunch of crazy stuff in the passing game. His job is to run the offense, make sure everybody's in the right spot, and every once in a while they'll take him to the outside on a rollout, and he'll be able to view the field as he's running, and he'll be able to find the holes in the defense. He has been great this year. 9 of 11 passing. He averages just 23 yards per game, but he's thrown TDs, 3 of them, 0 interceptions. He has been very good in that passing game, and he needed to do that while Skylar Delk was working through that thumb injury. We saw last week, or 2 weeks ago, Skylar finally starting to feel better, starting to be able to grip that football, and he dumped a deep pass down to Brandon Richardson.
Yeah, you know, with Jacob Greathouse, he's just calm. He's calm under pressure. He's confident in what he's able to do. But to have a team like you have with the senior leadership, in front of you, and those guys getting behind you, my goodness, man, sky's the limit for this young man. An unbelievable opportunity to play with a very talented offensive line that's going to hold their blocks for you. But then also you're going to be able to sit there and learn from those older guys, from Delk, from Begler, those guys that have been in this offense for, at least 4 years.
We speak of the passing game. Now let's talk about the bread and the butter for the Raiders. They are running wild this year, 355 yards per game on the ground for this Raider offense. 2,134 yards of offense on the ground total for these teams. And it's not only the yardage that the players are picking up. Obviously, Briar Begler leading the way with 820 yards on the ground. Right behind him, his teammate Skylar Delk, 719. Shea Harper with 328 yards on the ground. Brandon Richardson, we've just touched the surface of his ability. He's just 1 yard shy of 100 for the season. And then you bring in Colton Paxson, who's a bruising running back. The Raiders' average yards per carry from top to bottom is 7.9. That is insane numbers for the Raiders. They're averaging nearly 8 yards a carry in every single game.
Yeah, it starts up front, though. It starts up front with the offensive line, understanding the scheme and the blocking scheme that Coach Peary is putting out in front of them. But then you have those backs that once you give them that seam, you can watch Delk break it down the sideline. He can turn the jets off, kind of put a move on you, and then he's gone. Begler, we talk about him spinning and continuing to move his legs and churn and churn and churn. Shea Harper has grown, this year as a sophomore, understanding how to use his body. He's a big body kid. He's lower in the shoulder. He's running guys over. And Brandon Richardson, new to offense. I mean, he's a football player, but new to offense. He is just now starting to get the ball in his hands to see what he's capable of doing, which for him, it's pretty much almost anything.
Highlighting those offensive linemen, you have to have a group of guys who is committed to doing the work without getting the accolades. They are very proud of what they do and what they are able to do for their running backs, and they like to eat. John, we've got 3 guys with 10 pancake blocks apiece on the season, led by the lead blocking of Colton Paxton, but also Jacob Bunner, Christian Jarvis right there. Noah Jett, just a sophomore with 7 pancakes. And how about this? The center, Matthew Schaefer, with 6 pancake blocks. He's got double duty to take care of, and he takes a lot of pride in what he does as well.
Yeah, the weight room attributes to a ton of what's going on with our offensive line. These guys compete in the weight room with each other every year. I go back to last year when you had Bunner and you had Jarvis in that weight room, and you were looking at those 2 guys, and they were just pushing each other. But then we ended up getting our guy Toby ended up being a first-team All-Stater. Matthew Schaefer came into that center position last year and really took over, settled in, and he was one of our highest percentage blockers throughout the season last year. But this year, these guys have taken the weight room serious and have taken the scheme of what they're being taught. And they enjoy seeing their guys get in the end zone because, being 6-0, you are the main cog in what this offense needs.
We've talked about now what Roane County's offense brings to the table, and again, it's well known at this point in the season by many teams. Defensively for the Raiders, they have been not an underrated group. It's just when you put up the numbers that the Raiders are offensively, sometimes it's lost in the mix that the Raider defense has been fantastic. Now, here tonight, we've got word that it's gotten a little easier for the Raiders tonight with the basically the offensive big weapon is Tyler Cox for Braxton County. He has been nursing an ankle injury. He is actually out tonight.
Yeah.
And that takes away a lot of your offense. That is 12 scores from him, and he is just a workhorse. 547 yards on the ground, 5 TDs on the ground, also 3 touchdowns through the air, 284 yards on the in the air, and also the punt and kick returns for Tyler Cox. That is a huge cog for DeAndre Williams that he is missing here tonight.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Raider defense, but we're going to talk about what Braxton's doing here as we're watching these guys live. And you know us, we watch film every week. We try to dissect the film just as much as what the coaching staff does. And it totally changes their offense without Tyler Cox here tonight. You've got Bennett that plays quarterback. He ends up coming out to a split, sometimes a running back, sometimes a wing. And it looks like in the past few weeks that they've been in this diamond formation spread offense. Now they're going under center with Bender now. And they're going to run an I formation. I watched them just run a heavy look themselves. They're also going to pull some guys and kind of counter back. So it changed their offense completely. And I think without Tyler Cox being that dynamic guy on the outside, you're going to bring Bender in. He's a younger guy. He's a sophomore, I believe, this year, and then maybe see what he's going to be able to do the rest of this way.
Obviously, defensively, Matt White for Roane County, it starts with those two up the middle, the two defensive tackles. They've been eating all season long. Christian Jarvis and Jacob Bunner have been fantastic. Stuffing runs on the inside. You think you get it to the outside, and then you've got the two guys on the edge at the defensive end positions in Ori May and Matthew Schaefer. Don't forget about Coben Cottrell as well coming in. There's a lot of frontline stuff that takes place that you don't really see all the time that they get yardage out of or they get tackles out of, But they're doing the job up front that makes the linebackers' jobs a whole lot better.
Well, you hit on that exactly, too. And with the personnel that Braxton County has, Bryce Legan is going to be the guy. I mean, he's going to have to be their go-to workhorse guy. He's a very much north and south type of runner. If Roane County can just plug those holes up the middle and force him to the outside, like you said, it's going to make our linebackers' jobs so much easier because he's not an east and west kind of runner. He doesn't have the same kind of speed that Tyler Cox did. They had kind of the thunder and lightning. He needs to be the thunder, but if there's nowhere to run up the middle, it's going to force him to the outside, which is going to be very beneficial for Roane County's linebackers. Another thing, personnel-wise with Braxton County, I was watching, complete switch up on the offensive line as well. They're going to bring in sophomore Connor Facemeyer into the right guard spot, which is going to move senior Ryder McLaughlin to the left guard spot. The center, Nottingham, appears to be out in this game as well. That's going to bring the left guard, Adam Smith, over to play the center spot. So it's been a bit of a carousel for him as well up front and just trying to find the right combination of guys. The right tackle, Freddie Stevens, he was not even a starter the first couple of games of the season. He's now in. The right tackle, a junior, 6'1", 195-pound guy. It's just been, sometimes you're just kind of throwing darts trying to figure out what combination is going to work. And tonight, that's what they're going to have to settle with. But I definitely like the potential of that Connor Facemeyer kid. He's a very tough kid, and he's actually tied for the lead with Braxton County with 2 sacks on the season.
Yeah, it's a young group, and they're trying to find what works, and I think that the Raiders will look to try to take advantage of that here tonight defensively. They'll look to use their film study and just their size and speed and their capabilities here tonight to try to shut down this new Braxton County offense. The sun has set behind the hills here in Braxton County. It's a beautiful evening for Friday night football. The Raiders looking to go 7-0 on the season, and they'll try to do it as we continue on on in this pregame coverage from Braxton County High School. When we come back, more pregame coverage, including we'll have the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Paul Burdett. Following these messages, you're listening to and watching Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
NV Graphics has proudly been serving Roane and surrounding counties since 2013. Downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We offer screen printing, embroidery, custom apparel, team uniforms, signs, banners, trophies, and awards. Does your school, team, or league need help with fundraiser ideas? Then give us a call, 304-927-6466. That's our specialty, NV Graphics, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Closed for lunch daily from noon to 1. Supporting local small businesses help directly support your kids in the community. Give NV Graphics an opportunity to earn your business. Thank you.
Sports builds character. Character that follows us all through life. It can lift us up in grand emotions when we reach the pinnacle of success. We all can envision the agony of defeat. Both equally build character. Old Fences Realty believes in character. Working hard to achieve that pinnacle of success takes sacrifice, training, and long hours. When putting your property on the market, please remember the company that possesses that character. List with Old Fences Realty.
And go team!
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free, large, one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut. We welcome you back to Braxton County High School as we approach 7 o'clock kickoff. Had a chance to discuss this game coming up with head coach Paul Burdett. This is what he had to say. All right, welcome back, folks. I'm standing in my familiar position in the end zone with head coach Paul Burdett. Another game is upon us here, a Class AA matchup in the LKC Conference. I know, Coach, that's always been a point of emphasis for you. Even though the LKC is very single-A heavy, it's still an important thing for you personally, and I know that you often like to explain that to the kids, that in Class AA, it's us, it's Braxton, it's Clay County, and we want to beat all of them.
Yeah, you know, it's still a conference, and it's just us three teams, but the best team of those three is going to win it every year, you know, and we got a chance tonight with a win to seal up the LKC for the second year in a row, and, you know, that's a goal, and it's a goal every year, and we're here to try to get that goal tonight.
You mentioned when we talked Wednesday during halftime of the Future Raiders Bowl, a much-needed week off. You guys kind of took it easy. You kind of lightened things up for the week to try to just get your brains back into reset mode to go back to work for the next 4 weeks. Obviously, it came at the right time for you guys.
It was perfect timing, Drew. You know, we weren't injured, but we had some dings and some bangs that we needed to rest and to heal, and it was perfect, and it worked out really good for us, and you know, everybody's back and healthy here tonight and ready to roll, and that's what the bye week's supposed to do for you.
On top of that, the grind of a season when you're so focused at the task at hand each week, mentally, I'm imagining it also came at the right time for you guys.
Mentally, it was huge, no doubt about it. You know, it's you said it. It's just such a grind, you know, week in, week out, putting that focus in and working and man, you know, studying film, studying, you know, just everything that the opponent does, and to be able to come out and to relieve that for a week and just relax and have a little bit of fun, take the pressure off. It was a huge deal for us, huge deal for our kids.
And obviously you go back to the regular schedule starting Monday. Even with the 2 days of school off yesterday and today, this group seems to be able to focus in like lasers when it's necessary. And so you get that week off to breathe, to relax, recover mentally and physically. And I imagine practice back this week has been a little more focused, a little more intense again.
It's right back where we needed it to be. You know, honestly, the guys have done a really great job this week at practice. Even with the distraction that is the Black Walnut Festival, it's my least favorite week of practice all year long. it's just hard for me. But the guys have done a good job, and they appear to be focused in. We're going to find out here in just a little bit.
I mentioned in the introduction, Coach, Braxton County, if you look at their record at 1-5, that's number one, a mistake. Don't look at that. Look at the fact that they've lost to 5 teams in Class AA who are all ranked in the top 16. Obviously, they have a couple of dangerous weapons amongst them, and on top of that, you back a team into a corner at their home field. It could be a dangerous thing. It's one of those things that you want your guys to be dialed in at the right time, and that right time is going to be 7 o'clock.
Yeah, Braxton County has got weapons, and we definitely don't want to look past anybody. That goes completely against everything we believe in. Come out each week, be 1-0, and to win the game each week, win the battle each day at practice. That's what we focus on, and it's got to be the same deal here tonight. Is definitely have to come out at 7 o'clock and play the game for sure.
Lastly, as always, Coach, you got the week off, and I'm sure that certainly helped the health of your team, although, good Lord willing, so far this year, you guys have been healthy.
Yeah, so far, the Lord's been really good to us. We've been healthy, nothing major, and I hope that continues here tonight. That's really the main key in a football season, especially one like we're having. If you can stay healthy, you got a chance each week, but it's a long season, and you just never know what's going to happen.
Well, Coach, the message continues to remain the same. Stay humble, stay hungry, fight to be 1-0 this week. We wish you the best of luck against Braxton County.
Thanks, Drew. We appreciate it.
Head Coach Paul Burdett. Folks, stick around. More pregame coverage after these messages on WVRC. And we welcome you back to Braxton County High School. The message clear from Coach Paul Burdett. John Penna, it's don't overlook anybody that goes against what they are about this year, and the Raiders so far have been successful and able to laser in on that.
Yeah, they're fully focused on becoming a 7-0 football or 7-0 team right now, but it has to start here tonight with being 1-0.
While we have a moment, let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides here on offense first for the Braxton County Eagles. A very new-look offense, Matt.
Yeah, it is. You've even got a new tight end we forgot to mention as well. 5'11", 225-pound senior Justin Bishop, normally a lineman, is going to be playing in that tight end H-back kind of spot as a blocker in the backfield. But across the line, you've got the 6', 270-pound senior staple for this team, Jackson Short. He's tough up the middle on defense as well. The left guard is going to be 6', 240-pound Ryder McLaughlin. He is a senior. The center, 5'7", 240-pound senior Adam Smith. And the right guard, 5'8", 245-pound sophomore Connor Facemeyer. And the right tackle, 6'1", 195-pound junior Freddie Stevens. At the one split, you're going to have the freshman 5'8", 135-pound Carter Lewis. And you mentioned the other split now will be the converted quarterback over Logan Bennett, the 5'8", 170-pound senior, in place of Tyler Cox. In the backfield, you're going to have 5'8", 185-pound freshman Elijah Moore as the blocking back for the 6', 200-pound senior Bryce Legan. And at the helm for Braxton County is the 6', 168-pound sophomore Hayden Bender, getting his first start of the season.
Mentioned in the last segment, this Raider front four has been dominant this year. The two defensive ends, Ori May, the senior, 6', 170, a motor on him. Matthew Schaefer, the senior, 6'1", 200 pounds. He is a very solid defensive end, does it fundamentally. Defensive tackles, Jacob Bunner, the junior, 6'2", 285, and Christian Jarvis, also a senior, 6'1", 225. Along the linebacking core for the Raiders, on the outside, Briar Begler, the senior, 5'8", 165 pounds, and Shea Harper, a 6', 175-pound sophomore. In the middle, Colton Paxton, the senior, 6'1", 210, and Skylar Delk, the senior, 6', 180 pounds. In the defensive backfield for the Raiders, at corner, Andy Jetton, the junior, 5'11", 175, and Lane Watson, also a corner, the sophomore, 6'1", 175 pounds. You're also obviously going to see a ton of Brandon Richardson, B-Rich, a junior, 5'7", 160 pounds. Your safety coming off a great game against Ripley, Sawyer Hunt, the junior, 5'10", 150.
Yeah, for the defensive front of Braxton County, you'll see a lot of five-man front to try to counteract this Roane County heavy rushing attack. At the one end, you'll get the 5'11", 225-pound senior Justin Bishop. The other end, 6'1", 195-pound junior Freddie Stevens. Up the middle, at 1D tackle spot, Connor Facemeyer, 5'8", 245-pound sophomore. And the other tackle, 6 foot, 240-pound senior Ryder McLaughlin. And up the middle, 6 foot, 270-pound senior Jackson Short. The linebacker spots, you're going to have the 5'9", 155-pound sophomore Stephen Deal. The other outside backer, 5'8", 170-pound senior Logan Bennett. And in the middle, saw a little bit of a switch up in the pregame. Normally 6 foot, 200-pound senior Bryce Legan, saw him playing a little bit of safety back there too, so maybe trying to use him as a last defense. But on the outside corners, you've got 5'10", 145-pound senior Anthony Corintz and 5'8", 135-pound freshman Carter Lewis. And the safety, 5'7", 140-pound senior Andrew Brandt.
Attacking for Roane County, it all begins with the beef up front. Left tackle is Noah Jett, the sophomore, 6'2", 255, 7 pancakes on the season. 10 for Jacob Boner, the left guard, the junior, 6'2", 285. 6 of them for the center. Matthew Schaefer, 6'1", 200-pound senior. Colton Albright with 3 on the season. The senior is 6', 210, and 10 more for Christian Jarvis, the right tackle, 6'1", 225 senior. The tight end, Colton Paxton, also a lead blocker. He has 10 pancakes on the season. The senior, 6'1", 210 pounds. Wideouts, Lane Watson, the sophomore, 6'1", 175. Shea Harper, the H-back, 6', 175 sophomore. Brandon Richardson, also at the slot or H-back position, 5'7", 160 junior. In the backfield, the Monsters, Skylar Delk, the senior, 6', 180, and senior Briar Begler, 5'8", 165. The quarterback is Jacob Greathouse. The freshman is 5'9", 145 pounds. Team captains meeting at midfield for the coin toss. It looks as if Braxton County has won the toss, and they will defer. So for the 7th straight game, Roane County will go on offense. They have won 5 of the 7 coin tosses, and they have gone on offense each and every game this season. It has been very effective for Coach Burdett and the team. The Raiders in the white jerseys here today with the charcoal gray pants with the maroon and white stripe down the side. They've got maroon numbers, Roane across the front in capital letters, maroon helmets with the Raider R shining brightly on the sides and the big white stripe down the middle. All green for the Braxton County Eagles. They got a little bit of trim in gold and white on the pants. They've got white numbers trimmed out in gold and the green helmets for Braxton County. I want to thank everybody for joining us on our YouTube live stream. Obviously, people listening far and wide and watching far and wide. Good to see Tony Ball tuning in from Anderson, South Carolina. David Snyder, that's a big name to know. He is watching from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And, of course, our good buddy, Coach Fred Taylor. He is calling it. The beat goes on tonight. He says, how about win number 7? Kicking off will be Matthias Garavaglia, the 5'10", 150-pound senior. We are high above the field here in Flatwoods. This ball will sail left to right. Back deep to receive for Roane County. Brandon Richardson, who has a kick return for a touchdown back against Lewis County. And Briar Begler, they stand at the Raider 15. A beautiful night for high school football. We're glad you could join us on WVRC 104.7 FM, WVRCFM.com, and on our YouTube stream. There's the whistle. Garavaglia approaches left to right, leg in, high, shallow, pooch kick, taken by an up man. That is Lane Watson at the 40. Watson gobbled up at the 45 for the Raiders with tremendous first offensive possession, field position.
Yeah, that thing kind of popped up in the air. Lane did a great job of fielding that. He's one of those up men, and he got to where he could get. And Roane County now with great field position, like you said, Drew, on their first.
Raiders attacking in quarter number 1, right to left across your radio dial and across the screen. As the freshman, Jacob Greathouse, enters the huddle. Ball spotted on the far hash, 45-yard line. Receiver to the far side is Lane Watson. Wing to the near side. Back split in the backfield. Hard count on the first play. A flinch from the up men, but no offside penalty. Greathouse resets. Here's the snap. Here's the give. Off tackle. Outside. Begler, 50-yard line. Hits his own man, Jarvis. Continues running over the 40 into the Braxton County Eagle territory, down to the 35, and brought down by a defensive back at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, you can see it here on the replay. I believe it's Noah Jett comes across, gets that block set up, and you see Jarvis out there getting a mid on him. Stephen Deal here on the touchdown saving tackle for Braxton.
21 on the carry. That puts Begler at 9-10 on the season. 1st and 10. The Raiders move the chains. Split back formation. Greathouse fakes, rolls, looking to pass. He's pressured. Got to get rid of it, young man. And he is slung to the ground deep in the Raider backfield. And that was number 26. And that's Justin Bishop, 225-pound senior.
Yeah, Justin Bishop, one of those wrestlers on that very good wrestling team here in Braxton. He is a big, aggressive kid. He's playing that defensive end spot. They tried to hold that up as long as we could, and Jacob tried to string that thing out, but nobody was open. There was good secondary coverage.
A loss of 11 on the play, back to the 45 of the Eagles. 2nd down and 20. Receiver near side, double wing. Here comes Brandon Richardson to the outside. He's got a lead blocker over the 40, down to the 30, down to the 20, and Richardson pushed out of bounds after a long run with tremendous lead blocking.
Yeah, you look at it along the whole front, Drew. Every one of our backs are going to get out in front and continue to push. Begler with a seal block here. You've got Delk getting out, getting a nice block. And downfield, Lane Watson just going to do those things every single time.
Oftentimes it doesn't process through the video how fast Brandon Richardson truly is. Raiders get it all back and more. 1st and 10 from the 15. Quick hitter, Delk, untouched into the end zone for the 15-yard carry. The Raiders get it right back after the big sack from the Eagle defense.
Yeah, Delk untouched here. As you look at the ball rest on about the 16-yard line, you see the motion comes across. It takes the linebacker's eyes. Boom, hole right there, and an easy path into the end zone.
So Roane County wasting no time out of the gate. Fewer than 2 minutes off the clock. In fact, 1 minute and 23 seconds to be exact. Roane County going for 2. Greathouse will go under center with the backs. Actually, a single back double wing. Behind in motion is Bree Rich. He'll take the pitch and jumps over the defender who was pancaked yet again. That was Delk on the lead block. The Raiders strike first, 8-0. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Matt White, it did not take long for Roane County. After one tough play on a big sack, the Raiders come right back roaring for the TD.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick drive. 4 plays, 55 yards a minute, 23 off the clock. Skylar Delk with a 16-yard touchdown run. B. Rich with the 2-point conversion. Roane County's got the lead 8-0 here early in this ball game.
This kickoff will sail right to left off of the right foot of Coben Cottrell. What an addition he has been.
Yeah, just being able to get that ball over some of these deep guys' heads. You look back, Braxton, they're back deep.
Logan Bennett back deep, as well as Hayden Bender. This one line drived over towards Bender, gets by Bender past the 10. That's going to stay in bounds, maybe? No, just barely rolling out at the 7-yard line. That one started to slow down on this grass field for a second, and I thought that was going to be a big opportunity for the kick coverage unit.
That would have been nice if that thing would have just stopped.
So we will see the brand new quarterback, 6-foot sophomore Hayden Bender. And he is a well-built young man for the sophomore, 170-pounder. Braxton County will break the huddle at the 25-yard or the 35-yard line. I apologize. Single receiver far side. Double tight ends. Backs in the I formation.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Wow. You're going to see right here on this replay. Watch this middle. And it's going to be a meeting.
Colton Paxton took the handoff himself.
Look at this. Bam, right there. Perfect form tackle. Listen, I formation. Our offense and defense sees this all the time.
If you don't have your affairs in order, do not get hit by Colton Paxton, ever. Loss of 6 on the play, 2nd and 16 from the 28-yard line. Handoff off tackle, that's Ligon, and he will fight back out past the 35. He'll pick up the yards lost and 2 more, which will bring up a 3rd down and about 8 or 7 yards. Officials will spot it at the 37 of the Eagles. 3rd down and 8.
Shea Harper in there to make a stop. My teeth hurt, though, from that last tackle by Colton Paxton.
I'm shaking off the cobwebs from up in the booth. Receivers split to the far side. That's the sideline of the Eagles. Under center goes Bender. Backs in the I. Looking to throw. This one is tipped. This one is picked off. Shea Harper, Johnny on the spot. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Did you see who got it?
Yeah, I believe it was the defensive tackle here on the far side, Drew. Well, actually, it was Paxton getting to the quarterback before he even let go of the ball. You watch him sneak up through. Quarterback's arm's going to be up. Paxton's on him. Ball out. INT, Shea Harper.
Getting very used to big plays from number 32, Colton Paxton. Turnover gives it to Roane County on the 35 of the Eagles. 9:18 mark of the first quarter. 8-0 Raiders. Scissors play. Looking to the outside. That's Shea Harper. He's got a wall of defenders, a wall of lead blockers, and he will fight quickly down to the 20 before being spun out of bounds.
Yeah, that time he had all kinds of field to go with nice blocking once again as we go to the replay here. Look, pull, boom, you seal a guy here. And guys downfield, Lane Watson still working. Shea Harper taken down, Harper taken down by Logan Bennett there.
Christian Jarvis, as I saw at the last second, a big seal block on the edge. He had 2 defenders wrapped up. 1st down and 10, Roane County inside the 20. We're in the red zone at the 19. Receiver to the far side is Watson. Here comes Jacob Greathouse rolling to the right. He'll dump it out. He's got his man Delk. Delk towards the end zone. He's in, but a flag comes flying in. And that's going to be some sort of illegal block, whether it's holding.
Yeah.
Block in the back.
It's going to be a block in the back.
Yakety yak. Don't block in the back.
That's absolutely right there. And it was Lane Watson. You can see he starts to peel back here. And 31 with his back turned. And that's going to be a penalty every time. But now Roane County, last offensive possession, kind of behind the sticks. Now we're kind of in the same situation, but our offense is very potent. We'll see what Coach Burdett draws up.
Well, that penalty took place so far down the field that we saw it a couple of weeks ago. The Raiders penalized and gained yardage on the play nevertheless. Even after the penalty, it is 1st down and about 4 yards to go. The ball resting inside the 15 at the 14 of Braxton. 8:29 and rolling. Handoff. That is Begler. He's wrapped up in the backfield, slung to the ground by number 76, Big Jackson Short. The senior rolls in at 270.
Yeah, that time out of the eye. And just a little bit of a different look. A little slow to develop. It gave Jackson Short an opportunity to get his arms around Begler. Short, not a small fella. This guy is another one of those wrestlers.
Loss of 2, 2nd down, and a long 6 at the 16. 8 minutes remaining first quarter. 8-0 Roane County. Quick hitter Delk bounces it outside. He's looking for the end zone. He'll be wrapped up at about the 3-yard line, and he will fight down to about the 1-yard line before being brought down.
Yeah, never real easy to bring Delk down with 1, 2, or 3 hits.
Well, never mind, John. They backed it up to the 4-yard line.
I got you.
You're looking at the wrong official.
Thank you, Matt.
Gain of 11 on the play, though, for Delk.
That moves the chains, and it will be 1st and goal for the Raiders at the 4, looking to strike back-to-back. They'll go to the bread and butter heavy. Third man is Begler. Breyer bounces it to the edge, and Breyer beats the defenders to the edge, and Colton Albright gobbles up another pancake.
Yeah, pancake on Jackson Short. We just talked about the size of that young man, but Albright showing a little bit of intensity here in this game. Heavy, works to perfection. Begler wheels to the outside, untouched. 2-point or a touchdown.
John, obviously you want to capitalize on turnovers, as the Raiders did off of the interception by the sophomore Shea Harper, another on the season for him. Raiders will go for 2. Traditional I formation. Under center goes the freshman. Rolling to the wide side and wide open spaces, said the Dixie Chicks one time, and that is a completion to Colton Paxton for the 2-point conversion. 2 for 2 are the Raiders. 7:28 left in the first, 16-0.
Primary care is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. At Roane General Medical Clinic, our primary care team is here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. Roane General Medical Clinic. Our providers are now accepting patients and offer care you can trust close to home.
Off of the turnover by Braxton County on the Roane County interception by Shea Harper, the Raiders 2 for 2 offensively. Matt White.
Yeah, another 4-play drive, 35 yards, 1:50 off the clock. Begler with a 4-yard touchdown run. Greathouse to Paxton for the 2-point conversion. Roane County extending the lead 16-0 here over the Eagles of Braxton County.
Raiders wasting no time, John Penna, doing what they continue to do, which is stay focused and work hard.
Yeah, just hungry to be back on the field and get another win and set some records.
Cottrell line drive his first kickoff. Back deep is Bennett and Bender. From the 40, off the foot. That's high and shallow. That one will drop in at the 20-yard line. Dropped by the return man, and he is in some trouble fighting for room to run. And now he will break free, but he is going to be destroyed from the backside. The ball comes flying out. Flags are all over this field.
You've got a few guys down. I don't know if they ran into each other or not, but it's always tough to judge. Always tough to judge here as you see the replay. The ball bounces. It's always tough because you're collapsing. You can't see what happens here. It looks like somebody got blocked in the back. And
might have been 2 of them.
Yeah.
And that ball came loose.
I think it might be on either team because it looked like the first block came right there on the block and then right at the end.
Oh, the ball popped out there.
Okay.
So the officials will gather in the powwow circle. That was actually Carter Lewis, I apologize, was back deep on that one. Here comes the white hat. Holding on the return team. Personal foul on Roane County?
Yeah.
That might have been on the dive after that loose ball.
I think it was. That's where that last flag seemed to come from.
So the penalties will offset.
So we're re-kick.
Mulligan.
Matt White using some of the golf lingo. Appreciate everyone joining us on our YouTube live stream. We invite you to interact with us right there. We've got it pulled up. Let us know where you're listening from. We've got a lot of people listening from out of town, out of county, out of state. We've had some people listening from out of the country over the last few games. Teams will reset. Coben Cottrell will re-tee. It is Carter Lewis yet again back deep. And joining him is Logan Bennett.
That's Legan.
Is that Bryce Legan?
Yep.
Cottrell nails into it again. High, shallow, just like the last one. It'll be picked up cleanly by Lewis this time, working to the Braxton sideline. Tries to cut it back, loses his footing, and he will pick up no more than about 9 on the return.
Yeah, you see who the first guy down there was. It was B. Rich. Couldn't keep his footing either. Forced Lewis to the outside, and then good a good opportunity to stay home on the outside edge by our kick coverage. Forced it back inside.
You're in a very interesting side story about Brandon Richardson. When he came here, he was complaining his first game was on grass, and he was like, I can't keep my footing. And he said, well, you've played on grass before. He said, no, never in my life have I played on grass fields. He's getting another opportunity here, 1st and 10, into the pile. And the Raider defense holding strong at the line of scrimmage. The pile will move forward about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It'll be 2nd down and about 9 for Braxton County at their 30.
Yeah, Paxton in there with Jacob Bunner for another stop. And that's what that I formation is going to do here, Drew. It's going to let our defensive front and our linebackers, which is where we're very strong, just work against Braxton County. Braxton, not very many kids. These guys play both ways, and it wears some guys down.
16-0, Roane County in the first. The clock rolling at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. I formation, Bender going to look to throw. He's got pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Ori May, another sack on the season. Is that number 4 for Ori?
I believe so. Ori's lived in the backfield. It was a great job to come off the edge for Delk on the far, Ori on the far side. You see pressure here, and then just nobody there. Wrapped him up, and another sack. That's 2 in the game for Roane County here. You got Paxton with that hit that made the ball pop up, and now Ori May.
And that was a loss on the play. That is sack number 5 by Ori. I knew I'd missed one. 3rd down and 12 from the 25-yard line. A handoff again into the pile it goes. A flag comes in late. Lots of laundry at the moment here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was it's a face mask.
And the Raiders penalized again for a personal foul. This was a face mask that will earn Braxton County the free 1st down, as the officials bring the ball past the 40 to the 44 of the Eagles.
Yeah, just sometimes when you're piled up in there in that scrum, guys are moving around, and maybe you get your hands stuck, and that's going to give Braxton the 1st down.
Chains move at the 44 of the Eagles, as does the clock. 5:30 in rolling first quarter, 16-0. I formation. Bender has tons of pressure, lobs it up into the air, and a very smart play by his teammate. I believe coming in was Elijah Moore. I'm not sure if that was a ball moving forward, so Moore jumps on it quickly to keep possession.
Well, then if that's the case, then I'm going to give the sack that time to Christian Jarvis. He was the first guy there.
I think that was Schaefer.
Oh, was it Schaefer?
I think Schaefer's the one that got a hold of him.
Okay.
So a sack for Matthew Schaefer and a timeout for the Eagles. We'll take it with them. 5:10 mark, quarter number 1, 16-0 Raiders.
My name is Sina McDonald. I am running for Roane County Clerk. I have 12 years management experience running a small business in Roane County, 11 years experience with information technology support for the Roane County Courthouse, and 6 years experience of on-site support with West Virginia counties for the voting machines and election tabulation software. I believe my experience in technology and elections make me the ideal candidate for Roane County Clerk. On November 8th, please vote for Sina McDonald for Roane County Clerk. Every vote matters.
Paid for by the candidate. Out of the big play defensively by Matthew Schaefer, a sack for him, a sack on this series by Ori May. It will be 2nd down and 14. The ball resting at the 40 of the Braxton County Eagles, 16-0 Roane County. And the Raiders obviously early getting very good pressure up the gut.
Yeah, they are they're tuned in, they're dialed in. When you see this, when you run this offense, this I formation offense, these guys have picked up on that, throughout. If you watch film, this is the first time that Braxton has come out in this this look. So kudos to our guys up front for really working hard.
Braxton County out of the timeout will send 2 to the near side of the field. Backs in the I. Bender under center. Snap back. Bender rolls. Bender has pressure again. Bender's going to be locked up. Bender's going to be sacked, and another penalty comes in. And another personal foul face mask penalty on Roane County. That is personal foul number 3 in the first 7 minutes of this contest.
Yeah, it's just a tough break. Our guys have to make sure we get our hands wrapped up around their chest or their waist. As Bunner's going to get himself a breather. That defensive front, though, Drew, just mauling that offensive line. Bender doesn't have a chance to even get a two-step drop before somebody's in his grill.
At the moment, the best offense for Braxton is the Roane County defense. Moving the chains once again into Raider territory at the 45, 4:54 and counting in the first quarter, 16-0 Roane County. Bennett in motion. Here's the give on the jet sweep. That didn't work.
Yeah, that's not going to work when you have a smart middle linebacker like Colton Paxton. He's going to read that thing perfect, and he's the first guy there to make that hit and make that tackle.
Well, when the Raiders aren't grabbing face masks, John Penna, they're moving Braxton backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just watch this up front. Everybody on the defensive line just move, guys, and linebackers shooting gaps.
Yeah, -6 yards so far for Braxton County's rushing game.
Eagles version of heavy package, third man into a pile of defenders. Keep your hands away from the face mask, please. And the Raiders do. A couple of yards on the carry. I couldn't see, was that Legan, John, or was that someone else?
That's Legan. That's going to be the guy dotting the I. Colton Paxton in there, as well as Shea Harper.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 12. Ball resting at the Roane County 47, left to right. The Eagles are traveling on this extended drive, extended due to a couple of personal fouls by the Raiders. 16-0 Roane County. Receiver split to the far side. 3 in the backfield under center will go the sophomore quarterback Bender. Snap back. Bender wants to throw. He's got pressure all over again. Had to deliver it fast. And he will miss the target on the edge. Elijah Moore right there for defense was Shea Harper.
Yeah, Shea playing the outside backer there. His responsibility is anybody coming out the backfield. He did a great job. Looks like Braxton's going to look to punt. Should be Legan here, and we're going to send a couple guys back.
Legan will be the punter, standing at his own 44. Briar Begler, Brandon Richardson back deep to receive at about the 12 to 17-yard line. Clean snap. Legan away with the punt, high into the night sky. Begler comes up to the 20. He'll make the grab. He goes down the sideline. Great first block. Here comes Briar over the 40, over the 45, spins at the 46 and out to the 47-yard line. Christian Jarvis, what a first block.
Yeah, crazy legs bags along that sideline, Drew. Hits the spin button, and a nice punt return is going to allow the Raiders to have some pretty good field position here to start their third drive.
With a couple of personal foul face mask penalties do not harm the Raider defense. Third possession on offense begins at 3:07, quarter number 1, 16-0. Roane County on top. Right to left, travel the Raiders from their own 47, far hash. They'll split a receiver to both sides. Richardson to the near side, Shea Harper to the far side. Shotgun, here's the thunder move. Here comes Begler into the secondary, breaks it outside, down the sideline, cuts it back and upended in Braxton County territory near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that thing was like he was shot out of a cannon. You look back here at the replay at the QB spot, just boom, takes off the thunder, and he is on his horse right here, Brandt, with the touchdown saving tackle. He was flying past those linebackers.
Official count on that carry, Matt?
34.
Nice carry for Briar Begler, who is inching ever closer, by the way. He came in with 890. He's working his way to another 1,000-yard season.
He's got 57 in the ball game now.
That thunder move again from the 20. This time it'll be Delk. He's going to roll near. He's going to throw deep into the end zone and just overshoots Brandon Richardson. Those two hooked up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Moving here to his left, you got to get his shoulders turned just a little bit. But, man, he put something on that thing, and B. Rich just out of his break and wasn't able to get there. But, not a bad play to run on first down when you're up 16-0 with 2:29 left to go in the first quarter.
That incompletion stops the clock at 2 minutes, 29 seconds. Raiders good on their first 2 offensive possessions. Harper splits to the far side, Richardson to the near side. Thunder look, it will be Delk, hits the ball on the ground. He and Begler Miscommunication, that one off the hip of Begler as Delk jumps on it, and the Raiders will have a 3rd down and 10 from the 20.
See what Coach Burdett draws up here.
They'll change personnel. Colton Paxton coming out of the game. Lane Watson in.
See if we go double wing here with this personnel.
Delk staying in at QB.
Yeah.
Will be double wing, and you've got Harper now in the shotgun with Delk to his left. Snap back, handoff. There's Shea Harper, and look at Shea go into the secondary, racing to the corner of the pylon, and Shea Harper gets into the act.
Yeah, a little bit of everybody here this evening, but the sophomore Shea Harper, that Italian sausage he had earlier today, did not slow him down one bit here, Drew. As you can see, the offensive line, Bunner pulls. You see Noah Jett, 74, out front, 20 yards down the field, and Shea Harper just across the end zone line. Roane County up 22-0 with 1:41 here in the first quarter.
Cannot be stressed enough. The offensive line this year has been dominant. Roane County going to go for the extra points. Jacob Greathouse holding John Bowen, the lefty. Snap is a little high. It's down. Bowen gets it off. Does he have enough on it, though? May have been tipped at the point of kick, and it's no good. Roane County, though, 3 for 3 in the first quarter. 22-0. Raiders on top.
Visit Slate Auto and Transmission, located at 302 Slate Road, Spencer, for all of your car care needs. We offer a wide range of services, including transmission work, new tires and alignments with brands like Mastercraft, Cooper, and Goodyear, regular and modified state inspections, major and minor vehicle repairs. We also have ASE certified mechanics. We appreciate every one of our customers. Call us today at 304-927-2250 to schedule your next appointment. We are open Monday through Friday. Slate Auto and Transmission, quality repairs by people who care.
We are still in the first quarter. Roane County still moving offensively. Matt White 3 for 3 with 1:41 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that one took just 3 plays, 54 yards, a minute and 26 off the clock. Shea Harper with a 21-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick was short. Roane County with a 22-0 lead over the Eagles.
Raiders dominant defensively in spite of a couple of personal foul face mask penalties. And that's really the offense that Braxton County has been able to manage so far. 40-yard line, the tee is set for Coburn Cottrell. Lewis and Legan back deep. Right to left, this will sail off the foot. This one laid into. This one line drive right to the middle. Legan comes to the 15, middle of the field. Cuts it back now into the near side, and he meets a defender. And who is that defender?
Bradley Mace.
Mudbog right there for the tackle.
You've got the JV kickoff team in there right now, Drew. Going to give some of our varsity starters an opportunity to catch a breather.
And obviously you can do that when you're playing quite well, as the Raiders are on all 3 phases. 1st and 10 for the Eagles after a turnover on their first possession and a forced punt on possession number 2. Number 3 possession begins at the 25 of Braxton County. Fully loaded backfield under center is Bender. He'll hand it off. 3rd man in the lineup, and the Raiders just pursuing so well. You've got Briar Begler on the top side and Skylar Delk underneath.
Yeah, those two guys have played quite a bit of football together, and a very good tandem to have on either side of the football.
0 on the carry. The clock rolling. 1:10 remaining. First quarter action. 22-0 Roane County. Eagles will send a receiver far out to the far side. I formation. Bender goes under center again, and a miscommunicated snap, and that's on the ground. Did Roane County jump on it?
Yep.
The Raiders will have turnover number 2, and look at Christian Jarvis out there with the emotional letouts. And I don't know that anybody other than the center
Knew that was coming to the quarterback Bender. Again, a new QB, John, and that's going to be those growing pains for the sophomore and his battery mate.
Yeah, new center as well, Drew. So fumble recovery for Briar Begler. There's Roane County's just in business to score to get an opportunity to score here once again in the first half. Just a tough go for Braxton with all the new moving parts tonight.
Back in at QB is Jacob Greathouse. He's going to look for the hot route to the outside. Got Lane Watson, and Lane makes the grab and fights down to the 15-yard line. I like that little quick hitter for Greathouse.
Yeah, that's just one step, and look for Lane. When you leave a bunch of people out, pushed out, Lane's able to plant his foot and get back.
Clock rolling, 40 seconds remaining, first quarter, 22-0. Roane County with a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Back split in the backfield. Greathouse fakes the give, rolls to the far side, pressured, cuts it up. Greathouse looking to get back to the line of scrimmage. He will and no more, but I like the decision to cut it up. That's highly likely to be the final play of the first quarter for Roane County. They are taking their time. Back to the huddle. And that will be the final play of quarter number 1. All Roane County in the first, 22-0. The Raiders fighting it out with a 2nd and 10 deep in Braxton County territory. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
Come into Stats Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
We welcome you back to Braxton County High School. All Roane County in quarter number 1. They lead at 22-0. A pair of turnovers for the Eagles offense caused by Roane County the first time on the tipped pass and interception by Shea Harper. Miscommunication between QB and center, and that one leaves it on the ground for a fumble recovery by Briar Begler. The Raiders 3 for their first 3. Teams will exchange sides. The Raiders will attack left to right in the second, and they will be faced with a 2nd down and 10 from the Braxton County 15-yard line.
You know, we talk about it all the time. You know, if you win the battle in the trenches, you win the battle up front, and you can see it on both sides of the football here this evening, Drew. Just Roane County's offensive line moving guys around, opening up those holes, and defensively just in the backfield, almost taking handoffs by the time that Braxton's able to get out.
Raiders break the huddle with Lane Watson to the far side, double wing formation. Begler in motion behind. Here's the fake pitch. Here is Richardson on the counter play, and B. Rich untouched into the end zone. I like that wrinkle.
Yeah, I love that thing. You're going to check it out here as soon as Joe pulls it up on the replay. You've got the double wing look. You're going to bring Begler across behind. Eyes are moving. Step back and under counter. Seal block there by Christian Jarvis, and a walk-in touchdown again.
The Raider offensive staff getting a little more involved with Brandon Richardson each week, the more he becomes comfortable on the offensive side. Raiders will kick this one, attempt it again, and this is going to be Coben Cottrell. The snap is clean, the hold is down, and look at that one. Laced deep into the back of the end zone for Coben Cottrell. It's good. The Raiders score 4 for 4. They lead at 29-0, 11:55 left in the half.
All you need is parts. All we need is parts. All we need is parts. Parts. Parts is all we need.
Well, maybe not all you need. Sometimes you need more. Willard Starchers has you covered with lots of parts and more with their high quality and strong sales staff to help diagnose your repair issues and provide you the expertise to ensure that you get the right parts, tools, and fluids to get your job done. If your car needs fixed and you need some parts, who are you going to call? Willard Starchers. Open 7 days a week. Dial 927-2520.
One play into quarter number 2, Matt White. Roane County hits on another, and they are 2 for 2 off of Braxton turnovers.
Yeah, 3 plays in the drive, 25 yards, 58 seconds off the clock. Brandon Richardson, 15-yard touchdown run. Coben Cottrell with the extra point kick. All set up by the fumble recovered by Roane County's defense. 29-0 now, your Raiders on top.
Coben Cottrell, this was something that Coach Burdett mentioned Wednesday. He said he just started learning how to kick soccer style. That one worked. Left to right off his foot. This one high and deep. Drops at the 20. Picked up by Lewis. Fumbled. Picked up again at the 25. Looking to try to fight through some defenders, and he will not get out of the grips of the kick coverage team of the Raiders.
Yeah, Bradley Mace in there again for his second tackle of the ball game.
Possession number 5 for the Eagles. We'll begin at the Braxton County 28-yard line.
27-yard line.
Eagles looking for something, anything that will work other than Roane County personal foul, face mask penalties offensively. They'll move to the shotgun. We'll see if this changeup helps a bit. 2 receivers split to the far side. The snap back, Bender, 5-step drop, looking to throw, launches it out to the edge, and look at B. Rich tipping the football and almost picking it off. That was a battle between Brandon Richardson and the receiver. Neither of them wanted to give an inch.
Yeah, that was a perfect read. Richardson step for step as a crossing route. He's on his hip pocket, ball I thought in his hands, but a nice job by Logan Bennett to rip that ball out.
Incomplete pass after the battle for possession. 29-0 Roane County. We're in the early stages of quarter 2. Second down and 10. Ball in between the hash marks at the 28 of the Eagles. Receivers to the far side yet again. Here's the snap. Looking to throw again to the outside, and that time Richardson thought he was going to grab a pick 6. He jumped that route, and that one just a little high for B. Rich.
Yeah, flag down, false start. It's going to be probably against Braxton. You got somebody out there moving.
If Richardson was able to high point that a little bit more, and it will be a false start. The Raiders will decline the penalty on the incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd and 10.
New quarterback there, Drew. You got to wait for everybody to get themselves set. You're in a new set here in the shotgun, trying to give yourself an opportunity to get some passes off because that defensive line for Roane County just eating.
Again, Bender just a sophomore. On 3rd and 10, out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw again. He's got pressure. The ball comes loose. It's on the ground, picked up by Christian Jarvis. And Fabio for the recovery and the fumble for the touchdown.
The scoop and score. Delk, I believe, was the guy there to make the sack, though, Drew. So we're going to give Delk a sack and a fumble recovery for a TD. He goes to Christian Fabio Jarvis.
Well, Delk got there incredibly quickly, and Bender just didn't have time to process anything. He tried to curl up. It wasn't in time. The ball popped out, and Christian Jarvis, the senior, picks it up like he was a C-team quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Into the end zone. John Bowen will try the extra point this time. Clean snap. The hold is down. The kick is rifled. The question is it in between? It is not. It will be pulled to the right. The Raiders, though, doing many things well in the first half. They lead it 35-0.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is the Ashley Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 304-927-2175.
Erie Insurance.
The Raiders' defense eating just as well as the offense, Matt White. 3 turnovers. The Raiders have capitalized on all 3.
Yeah, just nonstop pressure up the middle. Jarvis able to scoop that one up from about 15 yards out, run it into the end zone. extending Roane County's lead out 35-0. How about you there, Fabio?
What must it be like for Jacob Greathouse as the holder to go from left to right and back to left again?
Hey, he's a baseball guy, so it's nothing for him. He did a great job there, too. Like to see our guy Bowen get another opportunity here later on in the game to get a kick.
Raiders imposing their will here in the first half, 35-0. Cottrell lines it up. We'll see if he'll go with the soccer-style attempt. He will. Leg in, high, end over end kick at the 19. Picked up on the side. Moving up to the middle and wrapped up quickly is number 36. That is Elijah Markham, the freshman. And he will return it for about 8 or 9 yards before dropped.
My guy Freebird, Tyson Freeland there, as well as you already know, Burr was there as well.
You want to talk about a young man put together. The sophomore Tyson Freeland is 6'2", 230 pounds.
Yeah. You're going to see some substitutions here, Drew, at the beginning of this second quarter. Eli Howard checks into the game. See who else do we have there from the defensive front. Coben Cottrell is going to give Schaefer a breather.
And a flag before the play begins. It looks like some personnel problems for the Eagles.
Like an illegal substitution.
We break the huddle with too many guys.
All that penalty is marked off. Ori May getting a breather. Matthew Schaefer in. So you have Schaefer and Cottrell on the edges.
You've got Albright and Eli Howard on the defensive tackles.
1st and 10 from the 23 of the Eagles. Back under center goes Bender.
Ball.
The handoff. The ball is on the ground again. And B-Rich takes a hold of it, and he is in a pile. And B-Rich has it stripped away by his teammate.
I think the ball was coming loose.
No. Matthew Schaefer said, "This is my time." He saw that Brandon was locked up. He was going to strip it away and take it to the edge to the house.
Thought it was coming. Well, yeah. Schaefer trying to be the guy Johnny on the spot. We're going to double it up.
Now, Schaefer had himself a tip pass and a pick six of the first game of the season against St. Mary's. He said, "That's not enough. If Christian Jarvis can do it,
I got to get him. I got to get him back."
A 5th turnover, and the Eagles are reeling right now. 11:09 remaining in the half. Raiders leading 35-0. Handoff, Begler. Here's the double reverse. And that is going to be Shea Harper with 2 lead blockers, just creating space, and Shea into the end zone. A battering ram of lead blockers for Shea Harper.
Yeah, when you have Paxton and Delk, as you see this reverse happen quickly, handoff, pitch back. You see Delk be the first guy. You see Paxton licking his chops, block, and Shea Harper in for a touchdown once again. I'm telling you, that carnival food did not slow Shea down one bit.
It's been said many times this year by Coach Burdett and the staff, this is one of the more unselfish teams that you'll ever see. They do not care who gets the glory in the touchdown. They want to help their teammates. Another opportunity for Cottrell, the good clean hold, and that one ripped through yet again. Coben Cottrell, he has got an absolute cannon for a leg. The Raiders on top big time, 42-0. Still 11 minutes left in the first half.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is the Ashley Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 304-927-2175.
Erie Insurance.
Off of a 5th turnover from Braxton County, another quick drive score for the Raiders, Matt.
Yeah, after the defensive turnover, Roane County now scored 3 times here within the last 54 seconds of this ball game. 42-0 now after Shea Harper on that 24-yard touchdown run.
The Raiders leading 42-0, and there are still 11 minutes on the clock. Left to right, it will sail off of the absolute cannon of Coben Cottrell. He didn't even know he could kick it soccer style until about 2 weeks ago, and he's already good at that.
He's just a sophomore.
Cottrell approaches, leg in. This one angled towards Braxton's sideline. Picked up right there at the 20-yard line. Moving to the edge, and once again, is Markham, the freshman, and he will be run out of bounds just past the 30-yard line for the Braxton County Eagle offense yet again.
Chad Blosser there that time. Pushes him out. So now Roane County. What do you do here, Drew?
I'm just shocked that you didn't call him the Mighty Flea or Flea Roy.
I just claim Flea Roy.
Well, if you're Roane County, you can start to filter some of these different defenders onto the field. But again, it's very difficult in the first half because you want your guys to get some time after the week off.
Yeah.
Snap back to Bender. He'll look to throw over the middle. That one incomplete, just out of the reach of the target. It goes through his hands. Sawyer Hunt had a chance at the pick.
Yeah, it was good coverage there. That play developed pretty well for Braxton County. There wasn't a whole lot of pressure there coming up the middle. You've got Clay Walker going to give Colton Paxson a breather. You've got Eli Howard out there still. I believe Noah Jett's out there. Colton Albright is out there as well.
Second down and 10 from the 31 of Braxton County. Raiders leading huge, 42-0. Shotgun for Bender. Pair of backs behind him. Three-step drop. He'll step up in the pocket. Flush to the outside. He's got nonstop pursuit. Delk almost got a hold of him. He will drop down to his knees. That was self-preservation for the sophomore.
Yeah, Delk coming down on a beeline, trying to get to the quarterback that was flushed out of his pocket. Good pressure that time by Eli Howard from the defensive tackle spot. Delk's going to get a breather, and you're going to get Leland Schaefer to come in and play some of that linebacker. He's been great through the JV schedule so far this year at backer.
Now those two are your starting middle backers for the JV, Clay Walker and Leland Schaefer. A loss of 5 on the play, 3rd and 15 from the 27 for Braxton. Snap back to the quarterback, Bender. He's got pursuit, he's got pressure, he's got a sack. That time it's Colton Albright.
I am running out of space here for the sacks on this sheet. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sacks here in the first half. Albright, a senior, getting some chances here to play on defense. Plays a lot on offense. He's one of those starting offensive linemen. But when you have some big guys up front, he's getting in here and getting a chance tonight.
The struggles continue for the Eagles. Ligon back to punt at his 9. At the 45 are Brandon Richardson and Briar Begler. Clean snap, high, end-over-end punt into the night sky, coming up to the 50 and letting that one bounce. It goes sideways is Briar Begler, and he said, hey, that was so high in the air, I don't want to do anything crazy.
So we'll see the offense once again here, Drew, 42-0. You know, the last time we were here, the score was the same at the end of the game, but it was Braxton that night. That team was a very physical football team. You had the twin brothers, were the Kogers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys, I'm telling you, I was on the sideline coaching that year, and that was a physical football team. They really liked to put pressure on us, man, and they put it to us that night.
And that COVID-shortened season for many teams across the state, that was the year that head coach DeAndre Williams brought this Braxton team to the playoffs, and in fact, they won a playoff game in that year. So right now, they're looking to try to completely rebuild this program in his 4th year. The Raiders rolling right now. Motion, Begler twice. Up the middle, there's Delk. He's untouched. Skyler gets to the secondary, past the 20, past the 10, untouched into the end zone. Just a quick hitter off tackle, and the motion did it for the Raiders once again.
Yeah, you bring him across in motion, you let him get himself set, and then bring it back around. Linebackers have to take note of that, and just not a very good angle there by the defensive back for Braxton as Delk just continuing to do what he does, score touchdowns.
Yeah, the Raiders, quick strike McGee here in the first half. They lead 48-0, still 9 minutes remaining in this first half. Another extra point attempt Greathouse the holder, Cottrell the kicker. Snap is good, the hold is clean, and a 3-for-3 evening. Coben Cottrell raises his hand saying, no big deal, guys. 9:07 left, all Roane County 49-0.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
9:07 remaining in the first half, 49-0 Roane County. Matt White.
Yeah, another quick play, 46-yard run for Skylar Delk. Coben Cottrell with the extra point. 4 touchdowns now in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
And a lot of this coming off of errors and turnovers for Braxton County. Cottrell, leg into it at the 25, taken by Lewis. He'll take it east and west, cuts it up the middle now, looking for room to run. There is none. Flags coming in.
But it's a face mask.
Could that be a third personal foul face mask?
Keep your hands away, fellas.
And while we were at the break, John Penna, the assistant coach, Cody May, coming down out of the booth early. That is the sign that the Raiders feel pretty good about what's happening, and we are going to start to see some more of these younger guys filter in.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of been the case quite a bit here this season for Roane County. This group of young men clicking. Braxton's going to call a timeout. Penalty on Braxton.
Is that what a holding?
It was a holding.
Okay.
Yeah.
No block in the back? Oh, I was waiting. I'll say it anyway. Yakety yak, block in the back. Or don't block in the back is what our good friend Pat Lance says. So you're seeing a timeout here, and almost a good timeout, obviously, for Roane County, too, because you look down on the field, and the Raiders are already ready to filter in a lot of their second, third unit guys, their JV starters, obviously. You see Bradley Mace. You see the mighty Flea, Chad Blosser in there. You see a couple of starters and a couple of second-tier guys. Andy Jetton, obviously, who's had a good season this year as a defensive back, is in. Coben Cottrell looks as if he'll stay in the ball game as well. And so an opportunity for the coaching staff for Roane County, John, to make sure all the ducks in the row with 9 minutes left in the first half. All Roane County 49-0.
Yeah, you know, you're coming off of a bye week. Everybody's gotten a chance to get rested up, get healthy, and then you come out here and you put up a quarter like we did there in the first quarter in a few minutes here. You know, the big one is next week, Drew. You know, you don't want to look ahead this soon, but the big one is next week, Doddridge.
Off of the penalty, it'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles, right to left from their own 22. A shotgun formation, single back in the backfield, receivers everywhere. Bender wants to throw, flushed. Bender looking for room to run. He doesn't have it. He's going to be sacked. Coben Cottrell getting into the sack game.
Coben Cottrell in there for a sack. This JV defense tonight, Drew, they're pinning their ears back as well. You saw Albright come off the edge, force Bender to come back up under, and Coben Cottrell shot in. Nice job. He also got a little bit of help from Clay Walker on that hit.
Albright will get a breather. Hogan Greathouse, the freshman, in for Roane County, and they have moved him, by the way, to a defensive end position in the last few weeks where he has been quite comfortable.
Got Cooper Greathouse in there as a linebacker as well on that far side.
Okay, 47, I see you.
Bradley Mace, Leland Schaefer both in at the linebacker spot with Clay.
Another timeout for the Eagles as the play clock was rolling down. We'll take it with 8:12 left in the first half, 49-0 Roane County.
Hello. Once again this year, Brandon Dental Associates will honor U.S. military veterans on Thursday, November 10th, 2022. This annual one-day-only event will provide free dental care to U.S. military veterans. An appointment is necessary to participate. Please call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775. That's Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. 304-927-2775.
Out of the Braxton County timeout. This has been obviously what the doctor ordered for Roane County, coming off of the bye week, getting mentally refreshed, physically refreshed, getting the starters in as much as you can, and now it's to the point, John, where you just got to start filtering some of those younger guys in.
Yeah, I'm looking out here right now. Got my man Tommy Evans, number 5. He's a freshman out here matched up on Logan Bennett. You're going to see a lot of clean jerseys here so far, but Roane County is just taking care of business, and that's what you can do.
Off of the sack by Cottrell, 2nd and 17 from the 15-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle. Right there for the tackle is our good buddy Clay Walker.
Clay Walker, nice job of a breakdown and tackle. Ligon packs a load, Drew. He's a downhill runner, but you can see Clay Walker reads this thing, and a perfect wrap-up tackle along the legs. That's what you got to do with a big guy.
Again, we've talked about Clay Walker being a kind of a younger, a little bit smaller version of Colton Paxton in that he reads things very well and he attacks well, he wraps and gets low. 3rd down and 17 for the Eagles at their own 15-yard line. Bender out of the shotgun. He will turn and hand the ball off, and right there for it is Bradley Mace. As he was slipping, he falls and trips up the runner. So give Bradley another tackle here. He had a couple on special teams.
3 tackles tonight here for Bradley Mace. Another guy, sophomore, Drew. He's growing. He's very strong in the weight room, very dedicated in the weight room.
Very quick. Coach Peary always says the only thing he would like Bradley to learn is to slow down at the point of attack. It still worked anyway. Punting situation, Ligon again high into the night sky. That's going to land at the 40, take a Braxton hop to the 45, and that is where it will be down. The Raider JV unit, I assume, John?
Yeah, varsity guys already have their helmets kind of off to the side, so we'll see our JV unit.
And we'll get a timeout, I believe, by Roane County maybe to make sure that they have everybody in order. We'll see the Jivs here in just a minute. 6:49 left in the first half. Roane County 49-0.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
We welcome you back to Braxton County High School. Obviously, we looked at what this game was going to possibly look like. You lose if you're Braxton County, Tyler Cox. That is, again, the #1 cog in the offensive and defensive wheel. When we found out he wasn't playing and we found out later that Braxton was going to move a lot of personnel around, the Raiders have taken advantage. And now, with a 49-0 lead, Roane County's JV offense on the field. Cooper Greathouse running the show for the Raiders. He'll hand it off on the first carry up the middle, and that is Garrett Brabham.
Yeah, Jackson Short makes the tackle there. Garrett Brabham, a freshman. Nice to see him. He's had some pretty good runs at the varsity level so far this year.
I had about 50 yards against, who was that? Ripley. A couple of weeks ago. A pickup of 4 yards for Brabham down to the 41 of Braxton County. Raiders leading 49-0, clock rolling, 6:15 and counting in the first half. Burr splits to the near side. Fully loaded backfield. Under center goes Cooper Greathouse. Quick hitter off tackle. And that one locked up nicely. Still a gain of a yard for Roane County's running back, and that was Leland Schaefer.
Yeah, Leland, one of those guys, played Major League Football for us, Drew, played middle school. He's kind of been one of those guys you could move anywhere and everywhere, and now last year he played on the offensive line for me, played in that heavy backfield for me. Now he's getting a chance to run the ball here a little bit, play great linebacker so far this season.
Well, Schaefer has started to grow. He's nearing the 5'10" mark at 175, so his body is finally catching up with his mind as far as football acumen. I formation. Greathouse going to pitch it to the outside. Lead blocking available for Brabham, working towards the first down line at about the 36, and he'll be pushed out of bounds right near the mark. He may be about a half a yard short. We'll see where the ball is spotted.
And we're going to shift it to first down.
That's going to hold them.
Going to bring fourth at about 6 inches.
And nice run.
Yeah, Brabham with some nice lead blocking. And it will be fourth down, and as the PA announcer mentioned, about 6 inches to go. Heavy package for the JV, left to right here in quarter number 2. Roane County leading 49-0. Quick hitter off tackle, bouncing it out is Clay Walker, and he will pick up the necessary first down yardage.
Clay Walker, just one of those guys that gets it, Drew. He loves to run, or loves to make himself better at the game. He studies, and you made a great comparison to Colton Paxton. Absolutely that same mold.
Walker carries it across the 35 down to the 32-yard line, a pickup of about 4 first and 10 for the Roane County JV offense. They'll work heavy package once again. Cooper Greathouse goes under center. This time the handoff Brabham, bouncing it to the outside, won't get away from the outstretched arms of the defender.
Logan Bennett, you can tell by the way that he hit and wrapped there, Drew. Logan Bennett, a very good wrestler. He's a senior here this year. He's been fun to watch over the years.
A loss of a yard on the play, actually a loss of 2. We'll bring up second down and 12. The ball resting at the 34 of Braxton County. The clock now starting to move quickly as the Raider JV working on the run game. They lead 49-0. Heavy package veering to the right. Third man through. That's Brabham again, and he is locked up at the line of scrimmage. The big boy, number 76, Jackson Short. Bit of discrepancy in size between 6'2", 270 Jackson Short and 5'5", 135 freshman Garrett Brabham.
Yeah, Garrett, we've had many conversations this year.
Third down now, about 13.
Clock rolling under 4 minutes to 3:40 and counting, and Roane County's JV unit facing a 3rd and 13 from the 35 of Braxton County.
See what Coach Rick Cottrell of the JV calls. I bet she's going to call a reverse right here.
Single receiver split to the far side. Here's the pitch to the outside. Garrett Brabham, he's got some seal blocks. He'll cut it up. The flags come flying in all over the place as Brabham absorbs the tough hit from the 200-pound linebacker, Legan.
Legan, the senior, and Garrett Brabham, the freshman.
Digging the arm of the back judge as he threw that penalty on a rope. Might have even caught Brabham on his run.
Bet you could throw that flag over that mountain there.
Well,
Uncle Rico.
It's been a long couple days. I can't hold it in anymore. Personal foul. And that's going to be a helmet-to-helmet.
Personal foul.
Personal foul targeting on Braxton. So those penalties will offset. We had helmet-to-helmet on Roane County and targeting on Braxton.
Yeah, I think it was the outside block. Whoever kind of came in, cracked back, I think they got Logan Bennett there, and then Legan leading with his head. Kind of tough to get down that low when Garrett's not very tall. Legan's got some size to him, but
A nice call by both calls there by the officials.
We shall reset and do it once again on 3rd and 13 from the 35 of the Eagles. 3 minutes and rolling here in the second quarter. 49-0 all Roane County. JV with the heavy package. Here's the pitch outside. Clay Walker looking for room to run. Cuts it outside, and good pursuit by Braxton as Clay will pick up just 3 yards, bringing up 4th and 10.
By the way, on that reverse, I was totally joking about that.
Well, when they started with the pitch, I thought you might be right.
No way. There's no way that you're going to do that right now.
Good recovery, just like a meteorologist.
Yep, that's what I tell my kids all the time.
The Storm switched winds.
It caught the
Raiders will go for it on 4th and 10 from the 33 of the Eagles. Cooper Greathouse under center. There is Cleveland. And Cleveland rocks.
Definitely does. Always a good time.
That play where the Raiders have no intentions of running a play. They just go up to the line of scrimmage and hard count the defense. That will give Roane County a little more breathing room here for an attempt on 4th and 5. Ball resting inside the Braxton 30 at the 28, and the clock continues to roll near the 2-minute mark. And the Raiders are going to attempt a field goal. Now, we heard that this might be the case because of the fact that Coben Cottrell has such a cannon for an arm. Now, they're going to have to call a timeout if they want to attempt this. And again, we heard from Coach Paul Burdett Wednesday night off the air. He said, listen, there might be a field goal attempt coming. He said, Coben Cottrell has decided that he wants to try to kick soccer style. He started it a couple weeks ago, found out he could do it. He's been practicing. He's 3 for 3 on extra points, John.
Yeah.
And so they're going to give him an opportunity. This will be a massively long field goal if it is able to go through, but we saw him belt a couple of extra points.
This will be a 45-yard attempt.
Wow.
And we're talking in practice. He was nailing it from 40, so this would be an obvious record at Roane County High School.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get an opportunity here to get this thing off and see how good the leg is. Him just being a sophomore, Drew, first year playing football ever, trust me, because I've tried numerous times. I'm a little salty if you can't figure that one out yet. But here's the deal. He's figuring it out throughout his sophomore year. He still has a couple years left.
From the right hash, the holder is Jacob Greathouse. This would be a Roane County record. Snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and that one line drived. It will fall shallow, but an interesting opportunity for the Raiders and Coben Cottrell, and they will get nothing on this one. 1:40 left in the first half. All Roane County 49-0.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Off of the missed 45-yard field goal attempt by Coben Cottrell, turnover on downs at the 20-yard line. Braxton County's offense will take over. The Raiders leading 49-0.
It's one of those I'm going to assume is a different rule in high school on that field goal attempt. I thought you got the ball where it was spotted for the kick attempt.
Raiders a bit of personnel problems. They had too many on the field, 12 to be exact. And they will give Braxton 5 yards to begin this possession. Roane County's JV unit fully formed, and they have been on the field since the 9-minute mark, where the Raiders, as Matt White mentioned, had struck 4 times in a matter of 2 minutes to begin that second quarter. Bender going to look to throw, dumps it out to the edge. Great coverage on the outside, and that was tremendous effort by Garrett Brabham.
Yeah, nice job, Garrett Brabham. See that? That wrap looked like a double leg takedown to me. I don't know. Just a good read here. Watch, he plants his foot and just attacks the waist. Good job. Justin Bishop, a big guy.
That limited the damage to just a 2-yard gain. A 2nd and 3, ball resting at the 28 of the Eagles. We're nearing the minute mark of the first half. Receivers everywhere. Ace formation is what Roane County calls it. Bender, 5-step drop. He's got pressure. Just barely eludes Logan White. He is running for his life to the edge. He'll pick up the first down yardage, and that will move the chains with 49 seconds left. Logan White was right there.
He was there breathing down the neck, man. This JV defensive front right now really showing up tonight.
White looking to get himself a sack lunch. The Raiders have been doing quite well at that here in the first half of play. Chains move. First down and 10 from the 35 of the Eagles. 49-0 all Roane County. Pair of receivers to both sides. Shotgun formation. 5 steps for Bender. He'll launch one to the outside. That one in and out of the hands of the target because of the tremendous defensive play by Cooper Greathouse.
Yeah, Cooper Greathouse. Great coverage here. You're going to watch. He's just going to man up here. Don't think they're going to cross anything. He's going to kind of come under. He stays right there. Ball hits his hands, and Cooper Greathouse clear through him. That kind of looked like a wrestling move to myself.
I was going to say, you've been trying to get that guy too.
I've been trying.
See, here's the problem. John Penna believes that these young men's parents are not here for the game. They don't hear a word you're saying, buddy.
Oh, they go back and listen. Trust me.
Yeah, trust me.
2nd down and 10. Snap back, dropped and picked up. Bender now trying to run for his life. He'll recover himself and dumps it out again. Logan White was there, and he's kind of an imposing force. He is a tall young man, and when he's bearing down on someone, makes it a little difficult for them. Logan White comes in at 6'3", 180 pounds.
Yeah, Logan White, just a sophomore. This is his 2nd year of playing football as well, Drew. So last year was kind of that learning year. He's putting some things together right now. You put a little bit of weight on this guy. He's just a sophomore along there with Tyson Freeland.
3rd down, 10 yards, 35 seconds left in the half, 49-0 Roane County. There's some numbers for you. Bender turns, hands it off to Ligon. Ligon attacked by Clay Walker. Walker absorbs and twists and gets another drop on the tackle.
Yeah, that's going to be Clay's 2nd tackle.
Raider JV looks as if they have held 4th down and 7 on the 3-yard carry by Ligon out to the 38-yard line. Ligon back in punt formation. The Raiders will send no one back. Actually, are they going to switch and go for it? Actually, they won't do anything as the clock rolls, and that will end the first half of play. A great first half for the Raiders. A lot of JV action in the second quarter. We'll see a bunch more of that as we get set for the second half. When we return, we'll recap the first half, give you some statistics. We'll check scores around the state in all 3 classes.
Spencer Cash Saver is excited to announce that we are now accepting EBT payments through our online grocery site. Go to shop.spencercashsaver.com, schedule a convenient pickup time, fill your cart, then let us do the shopping for you. Give us a call when you arrive, and we'll bring your order right out to your vehicle. The $4.95 pickup fee is waived on orders over $100. So save time and shop online at shop.spencercashsaver.com.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157. DW Excavating, LLC, located in Spencer, West Virginia, is a locally owned and operated business proudly serving Roane and the surrounding counties. DW Excavating has all the equipment to meet your dirt work needs, including dozers, skid steers, excavators, and a dump truck. We specialize in driveway and road construction, culvert repair and installation, property clearing, utility line installation and repair, and much, much more. Call us at 304-532-2968 or find us on Facebook at DW Excavating LLC. Don't delay, call us today to schedule your next project. DW Excavating LLC is a proud sponsor of Roane County Raider football. Go Raiders!
Need homeowner coverage, replacement cost on your home, or your contents? Homeowner policies are written at many different levels of coverage. Let us help you. Diane Williams Insurance at 217 Church Street has been providing folks with their needs for over 60 years. Give us a call or stop by Church Street next to the courthouse. Diane Williams Insurance. Call 304-927-5656. Home, auto, farm, mobile home, commercial buildings, motorcycles, campers, we can do it all. Call us at Diane Williams, 304-927-5656, or email us at dianewilliams@suddenlinkmail.com. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30.
This is Gabby Bowen, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Have you ever been told by a doctor, nurse, or other healthcare professional that you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension? Uncontrolled high blood pressure raises the risk for heart disease and stroke, which are leading causes of death in the United States. Fortunately, high blood pressure is treatable and preventable. Here at Roane County Family Healthcare, we have developed a program for our patients that incorporates one-on-one consultations, individualized care plans, education, monthly calls, and more. By participating in our services, you also receive your own free blood pressure monitor. Yes, a free monitor, so that you can closely monitor your progress. So are you ready to take the step towards healthier goals? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your hypertension. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Visit the Garden Fresh Market in downtown Spencer. We stock fresh produce arriving daily. Let us create meat and cheese trays or veggie and fruit trays for your next event. Our kitchen is open daily, eat in or carry out, Monday through Saturday, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with daily specials available. We also sell fresh flower arrangements at Taylor's Floral. The Garden Fresh Market. Give us a call at 304-927-5109 or stop in and see us at 229 Ripley Road in downtown Spencer. And let's go Raiders!
Demand a machine that's built to mow the distance. Mow like you mean business with the Gravely ZT HD. The aggressive stance adds stability and a smoother ride. The plush, high-back seat ensures all-day riding comfort. And the Hydro Gear transmission delivers increased torque and control. Bring it home and cut like a pro. Find a Gravely ZT HD to help you get the job done right. Gravely, built to mow the distance.
Your local Gravely dealer is Richard's Lawn and Garden, located at 130 Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia. Phone number 304-927-4580. Be sure to visit our showroom across the street right beside the T-Mobile building.
Did you know Hardman's is now stocking Trex decking? That's right. You don't have to worry with staining your deck anymore with Trex decking. We have 3 colors in stock to choose from, so you can buy it today and install it tomorrow. Ask about special financing options and enjoy your new deck all summer long. Looking to beat the heat and upgrade the inside of your home this summer? Call Rachel in Ripley or Tracy in Spencer about new carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl flooring. Many of these options are in stock and ready for you to take home today. Maybe you want to give your walls their best look? Come in and pick out your new favorite color or have us color match to the one you just can't live without. Our Best Look Paint and Primer in One is your only choice for superior quality at an affordable price. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Is your grass already growing so fast it looks like a hayfield? Then you need to go see the professionals at Hildreth Supply. Hildreth Supply has all the Husqvarna equipment you need to tame that out-of-control yard. How about the Husqvarna riding lawnmower, model number YTH 18542, priced at $22,1875. Husqvarna trimmer, model number 329L for $249.99, or model number 130L for $265.94, and many more.
Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
We welcome you back to Braxton County High School at the half. Roane County on top of Braxton County by a score of 49-0. It got started early for Roane County as Braxton deferred the coin toss to half number 2. So the Raiders took the opening kick, had themselves tremendous field position at the 45. Took a couple of plays before the Raiders punched it in quickly, got the 2-point conversion, 8-0. On the next series, after Roane County gave up a penalty on maybe a helmet-to-helmet, we couldn't tell, gave Braxton County a first down, a pressure play by Colton Paxson up the middle against Bender. He was able to tip the pass to his teammate Shea Harper, a turnover on an interception. Roane County wasting no time after that. Quickly into the end zone for another score, 16-0, just like that. And that was a sign of the things to come in the first quarter and early part of the second quarter for the Braxton County offense. Before it was all said and done, I believe 5 turnovers. Matt will, of course, let me know for sure on that. And the Raiders capitalized on every single turnover that they were able to create. And the offense continued to roll up points at one point in a 2-minute span, and late in the first quarter, early in the second quarter, the Raiders, after some turnovers on down, were able to score 4 touchdowns in 2 minutes of that time. Roane County extends the lead out to 49-0 very quickly. At that point, there was 9 minutes left still in the first half, and the Dogs were already called off by Coach Burdett and his staff. And so the JV units come in on defense. The JV playing very well defensively. They allowed not a whole lot of offense for Braxton County. And then the JV unit on offense comes in and has a couple of offensive series. They were able to move it a couple of times and get a couple of first downs. And other than that, not much going in the first half in that second quarter for either team. John, just one of those games where the Raiders, after a week off, to mentally recover and to physically recover and to stay apparently very focused, they came out firing. We knew that this was a possibility. We never want to say it beforehand, but with Tyler Cox out and with, of course, Bennett not feeling the best, and a completely revamped offense right before this game for Braxton County, we assumed that there could be some struggles with some personnel and some communication and some execution. That's kind of what we saw as Braxton was able to turn the ball over a couple of times, and Roane County just really doing work on all 3 phases of the game in the first half. So we imagine at least, John, we're going to see the JV units in the second half. We wonder if it's going to be a situation like we had with a couple of weeks ago where Roane County and Buffalo chose to go with shortened quarters in the second half. We'll just have to wait and see what that is. But obviously, the Raiders are not looking forward to next week. They are taking care of business this week first.
Yeah. They took very good care of that first half. They were focused at every aspect. A lot of those guys that are on this team right now, remember the last time that we came to Braxton County and absolutely got punched in the mouth. That changed how we looked at how physical we understood that we had to become as a football team. So we really pushed that through the offseason by competing against each other, getting themselves in the weight room, staying consistent there, and then being at all the flex days that we were able to use and things like that. And that's kind of the mentality. After we got hit in the mouth like that, we looked at ourselves in the mirror and said, we've got to be that physical team. And we have figured that out. And tonight, it just started on play number 1 with Colton Paxson just shooting through that line and meeting Ligon there in the backfield. So that set the tone for what was going to happen here in the first half. And like you said, the struggles that Braxton has had we've watched them play throughout the season so far. Injuries to Tyler Cox, injuries to a couple of their other guys, and you're this late in the season and you're moving guys around. You've got to build that consistency, and they're just not able to do that right now. So Roane County clicking on all cylinders. It was just going to be one of those nights for the Raiders.
Absolutely. 49-0 is your halftime score. We look forward to hearing from Matt White about the breakdown on offense for sure, but I look forward to hearing the defensive stats for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy all aspects of this one, Drew. Just a big first probably 14 minutes of this game is all it took for Roane County to really break this thing wide open. Skylar Delk with 4 carries for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shea Harper, 3 carries for 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Begler, 4 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. And then Brandon Richardson, 2 carries, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Those 4 guys combined 13 carries for 234 yards. That's 18 yards per carry.
And how many touchdowns total?
6. 6 offensive touchdowns from those 4 guys. Jacob Greathouse, he was 2 for 2 for 15 yards. One of those going to Lane Watson for 10. The other going to Delk for 5. 7 first downs in the half for Roane County. 4 penalties for 40 yards. No turnovers. A 10-minute time of possession. 5 minutes of that came in the drive with the JV late in the second quarter. 236 yards on the ground, 15 yards through the air, 251 total yards of offense for Roane County. The team rushing attack is even spectacular. 22 carries for that 236. Still, that's a 10.72 yards per carry as a team in the first half for Roane County. For Braxton County, Bryce Legan, really the only guy able to get anything going. He had 7 carries for 9 yards. Passing, Hayden Bender was 1 of 8 for 2. That completion going to Justin Bishop. 3 first downs in the half for Braxton County. 2 of those were on penalties, by 15-yard penalties by Roane County. 3 penalties of their own for 30 yards, 4 turnovers, a 14-minute time of possession. Team totals negative 13 yards rushing and 2 passing. That's a grand total of negative 11 yards offensively for Braxton County. Defensively, it was just a nonstop barrage. I'll just go through the guys that had sacks. Ori May with 1, Skylar Delk with 1, Colton Paxton with 1, Coben Cottrell with 1, Matthew Schaefer with 1, and Colton Albright with 1. Fumble recoveries, Richardson, Begler, Schaefer, and then Fabio with the pick scoop 6. Just a constant barrage from Roane County against an undermanned and just overmatched team in Braxton County that's struggling to find an identity and struggling to like you said earlier, just to rebuild a program. And you've got to appreciate what Coach DeAndre has been doing and the way that he coaches these guys. But you got to get more numbers, you got to get more bodies, and just get more time together playing football. But Roane County just add everything up, and you've got a big lead, 49-0 here at the half.
And that is your score at the half as both teams in the halftime locker room. Beautiful weather night here for high school football. And as we think about that, we'll take a breather for our sponsors. When we come back, we will check scores around the state of interest in all 3 classes. There are some very interesting games happening here across the state of West Virginia and some very interesting scores already coming through for us. 49-0 at the half here, though, in Braxton County.
Shall we take an inventory of what's happening or just move on? This is Lisa Simmons from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we decided early on that the more you look backwards, the harder it is to move forward. So as for Advice 101, Honest Fred style, put one foot in front of the other, and if it's not on Honest Fred's Flooring, why bother? Stop in and see us at 373 East Main Street in Spencer, or check us out on the web.
HonestFreds.com.
Look
Looking for an affordable new Ford? Look no further than Jack Garrett Ford, where affordable Fords are a foregone conclusion. Check out the new EcoSport 4-wheel drive titaniums, Explorer XLT 4-wheel drive, F-150 Lariat 4x4 with 3.5 EcoBoost, all at affordable prices while they last at Jack Garrett Ford. And of course, quality affordable late model used vehicles. Hurry, Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. Name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie Insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk. I'm a lifelong resident of Roane County and a 2001 graduate of Roane County High School. I've spent the last 18 years working in service of the public at Roane General Hospital and the last 10 years helping to cover youth sports here on WVRC. I've had the privilege of watching my father for the last 24 years, and I understand firsthand the amount of time and dedication it takes to be a successful county clerk. It's about the people knowing that when they walk through the door, they will be treated fairly and with respect, no matter the situation. The county clerk should always be the face of the office and not just a name on the door. If elected, I promise to continue with the same standards of hard work and service to the people of Roane County and the surrounding communities that you've all come to know and expect. Thank you for your support in the upcoming election. Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk.
Paid for by the candidate.
When the heat starts to rise, pick your perfect chill at your Spencer McDonald's. We are now offering our iced carbonated drinks. Try one of our 3 new flavors, Fanta Wild Cherry, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or Coca-Cola. Stop by today at your Spencer McDonald's. We are proud supporters of all Roane County athletes. McDonald's, I'm loving it, and so will you.
McIntosh Hardware Furniture and Appliances has been servicing Spencer and the surrounding area for over 50 years. McIntosh carries the finest selection of products to bring you the best value for your purchases. We are a full-line furniture, appliance, bedding, and hardware retailer. We proudly supply Amana, Frigidaire, Vaughan, Brone, Lazy Boy, Whirlpool, Brown, and Maytag products. Shop local and support local businesses who support local athletes. We offer what the big stores won't: sales, service, delivery, installation, and removal. Call 304-927-2700. Visit us on the web at macintosh.goretailer.com. Check out our Facebook page at McIntosh Hardware Furniture and Appliances, or stop by and see us at 204 Market Street in downtown Spencer. You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A familiar story and a familiar look, as we have seen another time this year on the sidelines as Roane County exits the locker room for the second half. The varsity players with just their pants on and warm-up shirts. No more pads for the Raider varsity guys. Of course, the Raider JV took over at the 9-minute mark of quarter number 2. The reason that happens is Roane County with a 49-0 lead as we enter half number 2. While we've got the 3-minute warm-up time, let's take a look at some scores around the state in all 3 classes.
Several of them that we've been interested in. We've gotten an update on that Clay and Lincoln County game is a big one. potential bonus point there for Roane County if Clay is able to pull that one off against the AAA team. But some big games in AAA. Number 13, Wheeling Park, up 13-7 in the second quarter against number 1 Musselman. Number 2, Parkersburg South, up 27-20 over number 11 Morgantown. The AAA game of the week sees number 5 Hurricane up 20-7 on number 3 Cabell Midland. Number 4 Huntington up 13-7 on Parkersburg. And a couple others here that we were looking at. Just got an update on that Ripley and Greenbrier East matchup. Greenbrier East jumped out now 35-8 against Ripley. That was a one we were hoping for a potential bonus point. Number 4 North Marion in AA up 36-0 on Lewis County. Nicholas County number 7 up 27-0 on West Side. Number 12 Fairmont Senior 21-0 over Robert C. Byrd in the second quarter. A lot of scores here not reported. Oak Glen, future opponent for Roane County, they're trailing 13-6 to East Liverpool of Ohio in the second quarter. Try to check some of these single A scores. We did get an update on Gilmer and Calhoun. Gilmer up 12-6 in that contest. And number 3 Independence of AA. The last reported score there was 16-0 over number 8 Man in the single A ranks. Doddridge County, last reported score 20-0 up on Ravenswood. Number 7 Wahama up 22-8 at the half on Wirt County. And I was hoping to see a score in that Buffalo and Tulsa game, another potential bonus point for Roane County. St. Mary's up big. They were at 47-0 on Magnolia at the half of that one. So not a ton of scores haven't gotten updated here yet, but things we continue to look at each and every week going forward. You know, we talk about that with Coach Burdett. He doesn't care. It's week to week, 1-0. But these are things fun for us to talk about and speculate on as we go forward, potential matchups for Roane County. But obviously, as always, the most important score here tonight, Roane County up 49-0. So we're getting ready to start the second half action with the JV guys exclusive.
So a successful first half for the Raiders on the varsity side of things. Really just John, a lot of action, but still only an actual quarter and 3 minutes of the second quarter for the varsity guys. They'll obviously remain very healthy coming into this next week's game against Doddridge County, and that's always a positive for Roane County if you can come out of a victory unscathed. And, of course, we have a whole second half to go, but still the onus right now looks to be on Roane County. And what we've gotten updates on is the quarters will be 8-minute quarters, John?
Yep, 8-minute quarters here. Brad Nichols, my inside info guy, sent me that info. So, yeah, you're going to have 8-minute quarters. I don't think the clock will stop here in the second quarter, or the third quarter, excuse me, but in the fourth quarter it will be continuous.
Assuming that lead is still at least 35 points. John Bowen will do the kicking for the Raiders. The lefty will sail this one from left to right. Bowen leg in, high end over end kick at the 26-yard line. Taken there to the outside. And Aiden Burr on the kick coverage team making a nice grab on Elijah Markham, the freshman, as Markham going more east and west than north and south. A pickup of just about 6 or 7 on the kick return for the second half.
You already know that was good kick coverage that time by my man Aiden Burr. Had an opportunity to talk to Burr a little bit today as the Black Walnut Festival festivities are happening in Spencer right now.
First and 10 for Braxton County. Ball resting at the Eagle 33 on the far side hash. They will stick with the spread formation. Receivers to both sides. Bender out of the shotgun. He'll turn and hand off. Immediately gobbled up by Freebird.
Tyson Freeland. That's going to be his second tackle of the game. They're working that ace formation here, Drew, is Braxton.
Am I seeing correctly, John Penna? I know you will know. Is that just a hooded sweatshirt, or is that the beginnings of a Tennessee waterfall?
Oh, that is a perfectly finely coiffed West Virginia waterfall is what I call it.
I imagine you've had your hands involved in that. Here's a penalty coming, and it looks as if the Eagles now have too many men on the field.
Andrew Brandt got that last carry for the Eagles, and he didn't want to come off the field. He wanted to get that ball again.
Again, low numbers this year for Braxton County, so when you look at Roane County, they're able to sub an entire crew out, and Braxton County will have to go with what they can have here. Here's Bender, 5-step drop over the middle, and that one into the hands and out of the hands of Garrett Brabham, who plays for the different team.
Yeah, Brabham, good coverage there that time. A ball behind his intended receiver there.
That was Carter Lewis on the 5-yard out route.
Well, that's a smart coverage because you're playing the man, but if he's playing the ball, he's going the other way. That one hit him.
Yeah.
He really wasn't looking back. He was doing good coverage on the outside.
3rd down and 17 from the 27 of the Eagles. 49-0 Roane County. Bender going to look to throw. He's flushed. He steps up in the pocket. The ball is loose on the ground, and Bender able to get to it before Leland Schaefer did. And some Raider defender got a hand in.
Hogan Greathouse there that time, Drew. You're going to see here on the replay, he's playing the DN spot. Hoagie working up the field, and gets that big mitt inside there. Leland Schaefer close to a fumble recovery as Bender jumps back on the football.
Greathouse diving after that play, showing the athleticism he has built over the last couple of years. Hard work pays off, I imagine, folks. Some of you may not know how hard that young man has worked to get himself where he is. Here is a return opportunity. That is the mighty Fleroy, and he goes down after he had a little room to run on the edge. Chad Fleroy Blosser with the punt return.
Yeah, that was a great job that time by Chad. You know, that ball hung for a while. Chad backed up, wasn't going to take that thing, decided to pick it up off the hop, and a nice little pickup for the sophomore Chad Fleroy Blosser.
6:15 remaining here in quarter number 3. This will be the first offensive opportunity for the Roane County JV unit, as the huddle is broken with a 49-0 lead. Roane County 1st and 10 from their own 37. Shotgun formation for Cooper Greathouse. Hands it off tackle. Here comes Leland Schaefer as he is roped down after a couple of yard carry. Give him maybe 3.
My boy Connor Facemeyer there to help make a stop.
It's nice to see the JV actually open things up a little bit, going away from the I formation and the heavy route. They're going into the shotgun, and this is a great opportunity, John, to get this time.
Yeah, it's going to give them a chance to run some of these varsity plays against that varsity defense.
Double wing, double receiver, handoff, off tackle, heavy hit on the carry, but a great carry up the gut out near midfield. That will be a first down carry. And that will be, again, Leland Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer there just follows his block, gets underneath of his shoulder pads there, and takes a nice hit by Deal, but continues to move.
Raiders move the chains out near midfield, just on the midfield stripe, 1st and 10. They move left to right. Cooper Greathouse out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself to the outside, and lots of coverage there. Is that Legan that came in firing?
Yeah, he shot through there that time, and wrap-up tackle by the senior. Cooper trying to follow those blocks out there in front that played just a little slow to develop, and Legan read that thing from the go.
A loss of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 16. The ball resting at the 44 of the Raiders. 49-0, the Raider JV with 4:35 left in the 3rd quarter, going at it. Receiver to both sides, double wing. Out of the shotgun, Greathouse hands it off.
Schaefer tried to bounce it to the outside, and he'll be wrapped up after a loss of a yard. That will bring up
Adam Smith there to make the tackle. It's going to bring up third and
they'll give him the yard back, so it'll still be 3rd down and 16 for the JV offense. Again, 49-0. It's a 35-point or more advantage to when you get to the 4th quarter with a running clock. Raider JV is not content with just holding the lead. They'd like to score a couple of points. Greathouse takes a tough snap, hands it off in the backfield, and all green there, gobbling up Schaefer. And the Raiders will lose a couple of more, and it'll be faced with a 4th down situation.
Yeah, Braxton County's got quite a few, as many subs as they can get in there.
Yeah.
You've got freshman Gabe Hacker and freshman Joel Sigmund right in the middle of that defensive line.
Yeah, Connor Facemeyer just a sophomore. So this is a younger group for Braxton.
Yeah, you got James Nettles, a freshman, and Ethan Campbell, a sophomore.
Punting situation, and that's Freebird, and Tyson Freeland breaks a tackle, and he won't break the other ones. Boy, he had dreams of grandeur there.
You know, I gave him number 34 in Midget League, Drew, because I thought he was the next Schaefer, right? Then Schaefer went to the center position. So, Freebird, I still have faith in you, buddy. I think you're going to get Ian zone one of these days.
Now, let me just say, if that young man continues to grow the right way, you put him in a situation on 1st and goal, I would be careful if I were a defender.
Yeah, that's Toby Copen about that, baby.
So the Raiders will turn it over on downs. It will be 1st and 10 at the 30 of Roane County for Braxton County, 3:02 in the 3rd quarter. Raiders leading 49-0. Bender from the shotgun will hand it off to Legan. Legan spun down after a quick hitter for about 4 or 5 yards. Down goes a side judge as the dew starts to show up here at night, John. If you don't have
face mask, Roane County.
And that will be personal foul face mask number 4 for the Raiders here tonight. So add 15 to the 5, and the offense for the Eagles in tremendous condition right now.
Yeah, good opportunity here to punch one in for an offense that's just trying to figure this out, Drew. They've got guys in all different places.
When you look at the skill set that they have on the field, there are a couple of seniors, but the rest are freshmen and sophomores. Here's a handoff miscalculated, picked up by Bender to the outside. He goes. And Aiden Burr fighting off a block in the back, still able to corral the tackle. How about you, Aiden Burr?
That's 3 tackles here in the game for Aiden Burr, and that didn't need to happen because Bender had the edge there. So the flag will come in and push Braxton back.
I defer to our camera person, Katie Nutter. Should I say it now?
Always.
Yakety yak, don't block in the back. Now, those of you at home, we're going to start that at some point, maybe this year, maybe next year. We will continue each pregame to receive a challenge to filter some sort of nonsense phrase into our broadcast. And we were having so much fun with it, we decided we're going to try to make it into something really, really cool. And we may do a giveaway for it. Handoff to Legan. He'll bounce it to the outside. Legan looking for room to run. He does get it, and he will beat the defenders to the corner of the end zone. And Braxton County, with 2:23 left in the 3rd quarter, will finally break through.
Yeah, they punched one in there, Drew. Legan just had an opportunity to get himself to the outside. Hogan Greathouse did a great job of trying to get there. Legan just has those wheels and some good blocking down the field by Braxton as they punch their first touchdown in here.
It appears as if the Eagles will look for an extra point attempt. And I believe they'll run Garavaglia back onto the field.
What's his first name?
Matthias.
There we go.
Bender the holder. The snap is clean. The hold is good. And the kick is also good for Garavaglia. 2:23 left in the 3rd. 49-7 all Roane County.
NV Graphics has proudly been serving Roane and surrounding counties since 2013. We are located on Williams Drive in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We offer screen printing, embroidery, custom apparel, team uniforms, signs, banners, trophies, and awards. Does your school, team, or league need help with fundraiser ideas? Then give us a call, 304-927-6466. That's our specialty. NV Graphics, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Closed for lunch daily from noon to 1. Supporting local small businesses help directly support your kids in the community. Give NV Graphics an opportunity to earn your business. Thank you.
First score for Braxton County, Matt White, comes at the 2:23 mark in quarter number 3.
After the short field, Braxton goes 3 plays, 30 yards, 39 seconds off the clock. Bryce Legan with a 17-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick was good from Matthias Garavaglia. 49-7 now. Roane County on top. 2:23 left here in the third quarter.
After the JV offense was unable to mount a drive. And again, in the first half of that second quarter, John, the JV defense was on the field quite a bit, able to hold Braxton County to minimal damage. Though the offense will get another opportunity here. Garavaglia will sail this one off the tee right to left. Approaches high. Deep kick at the 25, back to the 20, back to the 10.
Get on it. What are you doing?
I'm not sure what Roane County is doing there, and that's going to be on the ground. And if that is recovered by Braxton, as it is going to be Eagle football right at the 6 or 3 yard line. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, it looks inside the 5, and that's just a blunder by the JV guys. That's going to be something you can coach up as we go on.
Yeah, that's not a punt return situation. That is a kickoff.
He was
going to
get
on that
for
ball.
Somebody to down it, but yeah, that happens. So in a game like this, that's okay. That's a teaching moment, but I guarantee you that there will be talked about in the film study on Monday.
Obviously, a teachable moment is what we call those things. Officials getting together at the 4 yard line. And guess what we have, John Penna?
Yakety yak?
We've got a yakety yak. We've got a block in the back.
Now, how do you retain possession of that if you had a penalty against you? Jeff Tanner told me you cannot possess a ball if you got it by dirty hands.
I like the way he mentioned. I wonder if that's actually the way it is written.
It's
verbatim.
not in the book. That's not in the book. But that is the statement by it.
Well, that provides the JV defense an opportunity here as they get off of their own end zone line. Still great field position, though, for Braxton County. It will be 1st and 10 at the Roane County 16-yard line. Bender from the shotgun. Snap back, hand off. This is off tackle and a good play flying in from the outside.
Bradley Mace.
From Bradley Mace. Another tackle from Bradley.
Mudbog.
As he is adding up the statistics here. 5 yards on the carry. And that I was waiting to see was number 31, Stephen Deal, a sophomore. And the clock rolls under 2 minutes remaining in the third. All Roane County 49-7. Bender, the sophomore quarterback, has been in throughout. He's going to look to keep it himself to the outside. Breaks the initial tackle, but I like the job that Logan White did on the edge. He's a defensive end, John. His job, number one, is what?
Yeah, contain. Right here we've got offsetting penalties, Drew. We've got a horse collar tackle, and then it was a personal foul, helmet to helmet or something like that.
Now, they just called personal fouls. They didn't really signal what they were for.
Well, I saw that after Logan White had contained, there was an extracurricular thing going over with he and the offensive man. And they're only getting one of these.
Okay.
So it was just a penalty on the Eagles. They're backing up the wrong way. 1:30 and rolling here in the third quarter. Roane County leading 49-7. The JV unit has been on the field since 9 minutes remaining in the first half. And they are getting a lot of fresh time here on this Friday night. Two receivers to both sides. Shotgun once again. Bender stands tall. He'll take 3 steps. He'll look to the near side. Launches it out there way over the head of the target. Step-for-step coverage by You already know Aiden Burr.
Johnny on the spot. Nice job of coverage of that slot receiver, Andy Jetton.
Obviously, they needed him in a different capacity defensively this year at the DB position. Now we're going to see another field goal attempt. Garavaglia is going to attempt the 42-yard field goal. The snap is good. The hold is down. Garavaglia gets a hold of it. Is it enough? Just shy. A great attempt by Matthias Garavaglia. That was a 42-yarder, John, and that could not have missed by much more than 35 yards. It was there.
Yeah, about
7 yards.
I think,
yeah. Very clean kick for Garavaglia, but how about the Roane County JV defense?
Jev has been, but don't break. After that mishap on the kick return. So we'll see what the offense can do. We've seen heavy out of the JV guys. We've seen a little bit of ace. We're going to see what we're going to do here.
Deep in their own territory. Well, not too deep, but at the 20 of Roane County as Cooper Greathouse enters the huddle for the junior varsity. 1:04 left in quarter number 3. And the Raiders will go back to the heavy package. Got to get some guys set on the line in the right place. Snap back, give, third man through, and I can see nothing.
Number 2.
I could assume that's Brabham. And he'll pick up nice yardage on first down. Give him 5 on the carry.
My boy Connor Facemeyer in there helping out on the tackle.
Clock continuing to roll. The Raider offense will have to run another play here in the third. And at that point, we will move to quarter number 4. And Roane County with a 42-point advantage will be allowed the running clock for the fourth quarter. Things will speed up quite a bit as we enter the final phase. JV heavy package leaning left. Under center is Greathouse. Here is a handoff. That is once again Brabham, and he's not afraid. He'll jump it up in there, and he'll pick up another 2 or 3 yards. It'll be third down and short for the Raider JV team, 49-7, as we enter into the final quarter. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
Sports builds character that follows us all through life. It can lift us up in grand emotions when we reach the pinnacle of success. We all can envision the agony of defeat. Both equally build character. Old Fences Realty believes in character. Working hard to achieve that pinnacle of success takes sacrifice, training, and long hours. When putting your property on the market, please remember the company that possesses that character. List with Old Fences Realty.
And go team!
We welcome you back to Braxton County High School. Roane County leading big, 49-0. That was the score at the 9-minute mark of quarter number 2. It's been all JV units since then, and a great opportunity for these young Raider players to get a lot of Friday night time, and they're playing against most definitely the majority offense and defense varsity-wise for Braxton County.
Well, Braxton's been able to filter in a lot of the younger guys. As you look over on the sideline, you've got Logan Bennett over there. But, you know, these younger guys for Braxton getting opportunities tonight here as well.
Team switching sides. It'll be third down and 1 at the 29 of Roane County. They'll stick heavy. Greathouse, the quick hitter up the middle, and that is a nice carry for a first down by Leland Schaefer. Needed a yard, picks up 3. So things happened the way that the Raider Roane County varsity would like. They got out to a quick lead, an early lead. They got some work in throughout the first quarter and some of the second quarter. They stay healthy, they give way, and you're supposed to do that, John, if you are the number 2 team or of that quality in AA.
Yeah, and you know, film study this week for me and coaching against these guys and understanding what Braxton had bringing back. You kind of felt that Roane County was going to have the edge, and they absolutely did here tonight. They just clicked on all cylinders, averaged, what'd you say, 10 yards a carry overall total?
10 plus in that first half. Raider JV moves the chains. Here's the handoff. There's Brabham. Breaks a tackle to the outside. Fights off another tackle out near the 40-yard line for the youngster Garrett Brabham.
Yeah, he keeps moving, Drew. You learn that from those guys at the varsity level. It was a nice job. He just kept moving his feet and was able to break some tackles.
And Brabham, just a freshman, 5'5", 135. You'd hope that he is able to put a little more bulk on as his career continues at the sophomore, junior varsity level. You need only look at Skylar Delk's freshman photo to find out what's possible.
Look at Briar Begler's at that, Drew. They're about the same height and the same size. You know, that you just knew that you were going to have some special guys in the backfield at some point with Delk and Beggs.
7 on the carry for Brabham. 2nd down and 3. Here's the pitch to Garrett. Following the lead block, shoulder down and out near the first down mark at the 42, depending on the spot.
That was not a very good spot.
Going to mark that just past the 41-yard line, and it looks like just short of the 42 is where they need. So the Raider JV with another 3rd down and short, and boy, the clock has rolled quickly. I looked up for the first time, and we're already under 6 minutes. We're at 5:35 and rolling, 49-7, Roane County leading. Greathouse under center, drops a snap, picks it up quickly, and hands it off. Good patience and good wherewithal by Cooper to get that one into the hands of his running back, and the Raiders will move the chains.
Yeah, Leland Schaefer able to get that ball. That was a little bit of a slow play because of the bobbled snap, but Schaefer able to get the ball across and pick up a 1st down for the Jebs.
Raiders interchanging some offensive linemen right now, as you saw Hogan Greathouse filter out of the game, as well as Richard Greathouse.
No relation.
Yeah, and Colton Elliott is the center. And you see some movement along the front line for the Raider JV. 1st and 10 as they move the chains. Here's Brabham again. Boy, that young man runs hard, John.
Yeah. Did a great job of just sneaking in there and just trying to get behind his blockers. He had Tyson Freeland leading the way. Nice job.
49-7, Roane County leading, a 5-yard gain for Brabham. And the clock rolling down near the 4-minute mark. Well, you mentioned it very nicely, 5'5", and that's pretty close to Begler. Begler's got a couple of inches of height, but Begler rolls around at about 160, 165 pounds.
I'm talking about freshman year.
Oh, yeah, freshman year. So if you were able to put that weight on him as Cooper Greathouse straight up the gut with the QB sneak, yeah, if you're able to put that poundage on him.
Yep. Get him to 5'7", $165. He's got some wheels.
Well, all of the JV is rotating in and rotating out.
Burnside.
Nick Burnside checking in for the Raiders. He'll replace Elias Duffield, who was in for a couple of plays.
You look out there and you can see Burnside. You see 58 standing right next to him. He reminds me of his older brother.
And Nick's older brother, Garrett Burnside, a 2-time All-State first-teamer. Played for Alderson Broadus in college. 3rd down and short, and this one up the gut again for the Raider JV offense. That will move the chains. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now from the front line.
That's it. You figure out that, you get the push from those guys. Those guys are working hard up front, and they know what's at stake. They want to keep this score right here, 49-7, with this continuous clock, Drew. They're picking up 1st downs. You can keep the clock rolling.
Yeah, it's 3 3rd down conversions on this drive for the JV guys.
Carry on that play, John. I didn't see who got that.
Cooper.
Cooper with the keeper.
Oh,
yes, I went there. Clock continuing to roll here in this rolling 4th quarter clock with Roane County up by 42 points, 49-7. Nice drive brewing here for the JV unit. They've got it at the 45 of Braxton County. Here's the handoff. That's Ava Bratton in the backfield. And she will take it straight up the middle for the carry. Give her about a yard on the play. Bratton up a little bit gimpy.
Maybe twisted an ankle there a little bit. Ava Bratton came into the weight room, Drew, back in the spring. You know, she started working at that, and she has stuck with it. She's been very impressive. JV level linebacker. She likes to take on some contact.
Absolutely. 5'9", 175. She's got the size to do it, and she's not afraid of that contact. I've seen her in many JV games put the wood to people. Pitch outside, Garrett Brabham into the pile of green jerseys. Not before he'll pick up a couple of more, and the clock continues to churn down towards the 3-0s. It'll be official at that point. Roane County will be 7-0. And Roane County will be able to take a look now after this game forward to next Friday night. And we knew as the preseason was coming that Roane County had an opportunity to do some big things in this season. We knew that early on St. Mary's would be a challenge for us. We knew Clay County would be a challenge for us. And the Raiders have navigated all of it until next Friday night, and it will be the big one with Doddridge County at County Stadium. Final play, if Roane County wants it, here's the handoff.
Tommy Evans.
And Tommy Evans to the outside. He'll pick up a yard and now pushed backwards, and I believe that may be the last play for the Roane County JV. All Raiders here tonight, 49-7. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the ball game, have your final statistics, and your Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Good health. It means having the energy and strength each day to do the things you need to do for yourself and your loved ones. But what happens when you need help? The primary care team at Roane General Medical Clinic says, "We've got you." They're here to provide recommended screenings, see you when you're sick, manage chronic health issues, and refer you to specialists when you need them. Roane General Medical Clinic. Our providers are now accepting patients and offer care you can trust, close to home.
This is Joe McDonald,
And this is Sadie McDonald.
and we're here today to tell you why you should vote for my wife.
And my mommy, Sina McDonald, from Roane County Club.
Sina has 12 years of management experience co-owning our company A&M Digital Technologies. She also has 11 years of experience providing IT services to the Roane County Courthouse. Sina has served on the board of directors for the Roane County Chamber of Commerce for 3 years, where she is currently serving as treasurer and on the member care committee. She also serves on 2 advisory committees for the Roane Jackson Technical Center. Sina also has an associate's degree in business technology as well as a bachelor's degree in business administration. Her qualifications and experience make her the ideal candidate for Roane County Clerk. On November 8th, please vote for Sina McDonald for Roane County Clerk.
Please vote for my mommy because every vote matters.
Paid for by the candidate.
Visit Slate Auto and Transmission, located at 302 Slate Road, Spencer, for all of your car care needs. We offer a wide range of services, including transmission work, new tires and alignments with brands like Mastercraft, Cooper, and Goodyear, regular and modified state inspections, major and minor vehicle repairs. We also have ASE certified mechanics. We appreciate every one of our customers. Call us today at 304-927-2250 to schedule your next appointment. We are open Monday through Friday. Slate Auto and Transmission, quality repairs by people who care.
Come into Stats Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
We welcome you back to Braxton County High School on this Friday night. And it's all Roane County here tonight. And this one started out quickly for Roane County. It ended at 49-7. It was 49-0 at the 9-minute mark of quarter number 2. Raiders got out to a quick 16-0 lead after taking the opening possession from the 45 quickly down the field for a big strike touchdown. That was a sign of things to come in the first half for the Raiders. As we mentioned at the halftime, only 13 carries on the ground amongst 4 different running backs, and they were all able to pick up a couple of touchdowns and some big yardage. It was Roane County up 8-0 quickly, and after a tipped pass that was intercepted from Shea Harper, the Raiders score quickly again. It was a sign of the things to come. The Raiders defensively had pressure early and often on the brand-new sophomore quarterback, Bender. And so the Raiders were causing havoc in the backfield. They were shutting down the running lanes. The only thing the Raiders had trouble with was keeping their hands off of face masks in the first half defensively. Other than that, it was just a dominant performance. Roane County at one point late in the first quarter, early in the second quarter, off of a couple of turnovers from the offense of Braxton County, scored 4 touchdowns in the manner of less than 2 minutes. Things exploded quickly, and at that point, 9 minutes left in the first half, Coach Paul Burdett, his staff decided that's it, we're shutting it down. JV filtered in quickly defensively. The JV played very well in that first half, finished defensively. The offense got on the field a couple of series for the JV, and we knew what was to come in the second half. They shortened the quarters to 8 minutes apiece as Roane County took a 49-0 lead into the second half. The JV on defense was very, very good here. They struggled early offensively in that second half with a couple of series that went backwards, but after they gave up that turnover on the kickoff following the first score of the game with 2:23 left in the third for Braxton County. Braxton a couple of penalties, and then the JV defense got stout. They shut down Braxton County after that. 2 more series, and the offense, the last drive of the game, John, I really enjoyed watching the front line of those young men work, and looked a lot like a younger version of the varsity with that heavy package.
Yeah, and that's just what you want to you want those younger guys to buy into, to understand and learn from the older guys. Now Roane County with an opportunity to look ahead to next week, Drew, to that big game against Doddridge.
Yeah, they take care of 1-0 this week, and they are now 7-0 on the season as they entered as the number 2 team. We'll see how the points shake out as the games progress here tonight across the state of West Virginia. But the Raiders did their job. They took care of business at Braxton County, and the Raiders for the final 3 games of the regular season will be at the comforts of County Stadium, and that is a big deal for the Raider crew. 49-7, Matt White to break it down for us.
Yeah, the varsity guys in that first half putting up some major yardage. Skylar Delk, 4 carries, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shea Harper, 3 carries, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Briar Begler, 4 carries, 57 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Brandon Richardson, 2 carries, 44 yards, and a score. Those guys were 13 carries, 234 yards, 18 yards per carry. And in the second half, JV guys, Garrett Brabham with 10 carries, 31 yards, and Leland Schaefer, 7 carries for 15, and Clay Walker with 2 carries for 7 yards. Jacob Greathouse, he was 2 for 2 through the air for 15 yards, one of those to Lane Watson for 10, and the other to Skylar Delk for 5. 11 first downs on the ball game for Roane County, 5 penalties for 55 yards and no turnovers. 277 yards on the ground, 15 through the air. It's 292 yards of total offense for your Raiders in the ball game. Defensively, it was huge. Ori May with a sack, Skylar Delk with a sack, Colton Paxton 4 tackles and 1 sack, Coben Cottrell with a sack, Matthew Schaefer with a sack, and Colton Albright with a sack. Fumble recoveries, Brandon Richardson with 1, Begler with 1, Schaefer with 1, and Christian Fabio Jarvis with the scoop and score from 15 yards out, and Shea Harper with 2 tackles and an interception for Roane County. Bradley Mace, he was in there on 4 tackles, and those were at the varsity level.
Yes.
He was in there on some kick coverage, and late in the ball game as well, bringing down the big back from Braxton County, Bryce Legan. Legan able to manage on the ball game, 9 carries for 31 yards and a score. Hayden Bender was 1 for 10 through the air for 2 yards. That completion going to Justin Bishop. In the ball game, 3 first downs for Braxton County, 5 penalties for 50 yards, 4 turnovers. They were able to get out of the yardage deficit that they saw in the first half. Varsity guys and JV guys only gave up negative 11 yards in the first half. Did manage 7 on the ground and 2 through the air for the ball game. Did Braxton County a total of 9 yards on the offensive side. Braxton defensively, they were led by Stephen Deal. He had 5 tackles, and Big Jackson Short up the middle with 4, and Logan Bennett with 4 tackles to his credit for the Eagles. Had it all up, and Roane County comes out of Flatwoods with a 49-7 victory over the Braxton County Eagles.
Raiders headed home for the final 3 games of the regular season. We'll talk about the next sports broadcast, and we will give away our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Players of the Game, wrapping things up here after this final break from Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts.
All you need is parts. All we need is parts. All we need is parts. Parts. Parts is all we need.
Well, maybe not all you need. Sometimes you need more. Willard Starchers has you covered with lots of parts and more with their high quality and strong sales staff to help diagnose your repair issues and provide you the expertise to ensure that you get the right parts, tools, and fluids to get your job done. If your car needs fixed and you need some parts, who are you going to call? Willard Starchers. Open 7 days a week. Dial 927-2520.
Wrapping things up from Braxton County High School, the Raiders victorious 49-7. They are now 7-0 on the season. And time now for John Pennant to distribute a couple of Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Players of the Game.
The toughest one I've ever had to do. The toughest one that I would ever have to do. Listen, I'm giving it to the entire offense varsity. You know, it was everything working in every single way that you could. So you couldn't give it to just one person or maybe even 3 people, okay? You had everybody that touched the ball scored touchdowns, basically. Our offensive line was just out mauling people all evening. And then straight up defensively, you go the entire defense as well. It's an entire team win here tonight. When you put your junior varsity guys in with 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter and they play the rest of the game, it's an entirely team win here tonight. You know, it may be a cop-out, whatever. You do my job.
Yeah, I can tell you, Swolby's going to be upset with that one. He's going to have to figure out how to fit all those names in on the Player of the Game award list.
Hey,
he's just going to say,
that's why he gets paid the big
He's just
bucks.
going to say the team. Yep. That's what he's going to say. And it was a very dominant team effort here tonight. It's our next sports broadcast. Again, we finally make it back to some semblance of normalcy after a couple of weeks of different reasons not able to do our Wednesday night Raider Review show. We'll be back Wednesday night next week. And with our Raider Review, we'll have the golf team, as per usual, in studio talking to Coach Bubba Kendall about their season. And we'll talk, of course, with the senior as Emerson Simons wrapping up her high school career with a trip to the state tournament a couple of weeks ago. Our next sports broadcast, though, if barring some Roane County High School Lady Raider volleyball, which I'm not sure about yet, stay tuned. We'll let you know about that. Other than that, we're headed home for a big one, folks. It's Doddridge County coming to town to face off against the Roane County Raiders. And barring something crazy, we believe that Doddridge is going to close things out this week. So you're going to have two 7-0 teams squaring off against each other next Friday night at 7:30 p.m. at County Stadium. We cannot wait for that football game. 49-7 your final score here tonight. For our entire broadcast crew, George Allen, our studio technician back at WVRC Control, Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies providing the graphics, the instant replays, and the scores. Katie Nutter, our camera person, Matt White, our statistician, and John Penna, my color commentator. For all of us here at WVRC, we wish you a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend.
Twiddle-doink.